0.
It is infinite, and I can never be hurt. Clearly, I'm the best at everything, so why even bother rolling? Just let me tell the story.
A frail old wizard attached to your character. You get hit by everything all the time.
Just but I'm invincible, so it's just some guy swings his axe and it just breaks against Anderson's neck.
All right. The broadcaster is started, by the way. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and. I'm excited. I'm excited for tonight. We'll get tonight rolling and then we'll have some fun on the mug.
Yeah. I am cold. Oh god. I don't. We have this new. I don't know how the heater works.
The heat in the area and then it dispersed it later.
It's Minnesota. I'm pretty sure the heat works through prayer.
Just I need to sacrifice my neighbor's
Jack
child.
Frost, please do not take me this night.
Jack Frost, please. I need my feet tomorrow. Don't take them.
Beloved.
I will sacrifice my thumb.
All right, so congratulations. You guys are the first group to meet for Saga 2. So I was going to take the first bit of your session for some announcements, but I will be really quick about some stuff as we get started tonight. I wanted to take a minute to thank everybody who plays. I'm not going to go through the whole speech that I had prepared. I wanted to take a minute, though, to thank everybody who plays in the campaigns. It is something I try and do regularly to let you all know how much you mean to me and how valued each and every one of you are. When we started the Ilderon Tales, it was way back when I had a very wishy-washy group of friends and I didn't really have a community. And this Discord has really given me a sense of belonging and love that I think we share between each other. And I am very grateful for all of that. Beyond that, this has allowed me to explore my imagination in ways that I have never thought possible. And it has introduced me to some of the coolest people in the world. That cool person being Jackal, singularly Jackal.
How dare you!
Hell yeah! You finally acknowledged me.
But all of that to say,
I had Jackal. Senpai noticed.
I had more I was going to say, and I had
only time Jackal will be noticed.
I was going to pull my beautiful girlfriend on stream for anybody who cares, and I was going to get down on one knee tonight and propose to her.
But that didn't quite work out.
That did not quite work out. I accidentally revealed the plan to her earlier today, and she found out. And
your screen is covered by the mic.
I mean, it is. Hold on, I can go here.
Brandon, you would have had that person on stream as well.
Man, shut the fuck up.
So I would like to share this moment and let everybody know that she found out and she said yes. So I no longer have a super wonderful girlfriend. I have a fiance, which is another wonderful gift these campaigns have given me.
I think it's more important that I have a fiance.
You do have a fiance, so
another wedding I have to go to.
It is
hell yeah!
Be another wedding.
You're too tall for that.
Do it, Minnesota, please.
I'm short enough for the camera.
I was
just
that extra prep time that I needed. I was going to get all of this set up to be able to stand here and do it. But when you found out earlier, plans were no longer needed. So, yes, there are a lot of people who might be jumping in and out of stream. who are coming to celebrate this with us. Maluna, stay pimping. Thank you so much. Instead of a proposal tonight, instead we are going to have a celebration of love. So, how did she find out, Maluna?
I want to tell it.
I want to know this too, because you told me 2 weeks ago, and then told me to keep quiet about it.
So,
I did really well about
And he
keeping
kept quiet about it.
I for so long. My whole family knew, but I didn't until today, because he was sending out the stream link to all my friends and family so they could all come congratulate me, and he sent it to me too. So I'm just doing my homework.
So you were foiled by replying all?
I proposed to my partner on stream, and she
My
doesn't
God.
know, and I'm like, isn't that me? Pretty sure that's me.
The funny thing is, I had been doing so well about not dropping any hints.
I had no idea.
I got information from her. I got how she felt about it. I got her to get me in contact with her mom and everything, and got both parents' blessings. I was doing good. And then I went to click on Neon's name on Discord, and I clicked Insomnicat, and then I sent you the message instead. So
There's a delete function too. Did you not?
Wait, what,
I didn't know
like,
it was her until she looked over at me, and she was like, "What is this?" And
Yeah,
I was just like,
what made that more perfect if it was in the middle of class?
Oh
Like-
my god.
Like college
like
class.
the reason I was told is because I'm also part of the family.
Pimpin', yes, this morning you called, and I was like, and see, she didn't even think that was strange.
Yeah,
She didn't even
that
think
sounds
that was
like him.
strange. My brother knew that I was going to propose, and he called me this morning to see how it went. He didn't know it was tonight. And I was on phone next to Insomni, and as he goes, he's like, "Hey, I wanted to ask how it was." I was like, "I'm chilling with Insomni next to me." And she's just like, "Oh yeah, that's just normal Brandon things. That's normally how he talks."
I mean, that's what you do sometimes when I'm over and you want to spend time with me instead of talking to your brother.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got celebratory drinks. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. We almost got drinks tonight too,
We
but
got
I figure,
celebratory Chinese food.
yeah, I need to be mostly sober, so I will be
Oh,
drinking
come on!
after the stream. Tonight's campaign is very freeform, so it's going to help that your dungeon master has most of his thinking facilities. I am being distracted by my fiance just being cute on the other side of the room, but I will ignore that. All right.
Wait, what's a ring or a knife?
Oh, I guess should I show that on stream and then we can get started?
Right, so we're very unorthodox.
You did not.
Neither of us like rings, and I'm getting him a knife. So a big thing in how we met was, well, not how we met, but how I fell in love with him, was he picked up a random rock on a beach and brought it to me.
It wasn't random.
Not random. He brought me a really good skipping stone, because he likes skipping stones, and was like, she'd enjoy this. I still have that rock in my purse right now. I've had it with me for over a year now, because I like little things like that. So, in memory of that, he got
a rock,
another
Squidward.
rock, a shiny crystal one.
It's our
He's got
love.
a matching one.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was thinking of an engagement item for her, and I had already decided, like, it's a crystal, and supposedly it absorbs anxiety and stress, and helps you feel calm. And I had already decided
Put that in a ceremonial dagger.
Well, I had already decided to get her this, and I was talking to her, and I was just like, "At what moment did you decide you wanted to spend your life with me?" This is after I ordered it, and she doesn't know I was going to propose to her, and she's like, "When you gave me a rock." And I was like, "Little did you know, you have another rock coming."
I have that rock.
All right.
There, shit.
So that's enough of the announcements. Thank you for everyone who.
Show off the OG rock.
Okay, you're gonna show off the OG rock. Okay, you can show off the OG rock just because tonight is a special night.
This is the OG rock. It's
Yeah.
a good rock. It's great for skipping. I've never skipped it, and I never will.
I got it for her.
It's just nice and smooth and.
I
flat.
mean, you could skip it in like a above ground pool.
We're a weird couple. I don't know.
We're a wonderful couple. How dare
You know, you're not as weird as like other people
and
I know.
sadly, I have Jackal to thank for introducing us.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Oh yeah!
All right.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna be sharing that at your wedding.
what we are here for is
Instead of
that
hi, that's
fun
what I'll open with.
event we all came to love and enjoy. Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is the Nobles. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. If you don't know what that is, it is a storytelling game. Everything we're going to do tonight is live storytelling. The really cool thing is these people have characters they're controlling, but there is no set direction that the story has to go in. So it's live roleplay, and the fun thing is anything can happen. We are playing in a homebrewed world. A world of our own creation is the world of Ilderon. If you want to read more about it, there is a website you can Google search. It's the Ilderon Tales or ilderontales.com. Or if you just Google search Ilderon Tales, the website will come up and you read more about the world and the cool setting we have created. The final thing, if you are under the age of 14 and you are watching tonight, I advise that you pause the stream and you go and talk to your parents, because you're going to see content that is likely inappropriate for you. When we last left this group off, they were on the verge of a world-ending apocalypse, and we'll see how that turns out. Without any further ado, let's get into it and play some Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do the recap for this group. I can recap your guys' last session super quick. So last session started off, the day in the world was the 39th of Noble. It was the evening of the 39th of Noble. As the day went on, the night was getting darker and darker. There was that horrific storm on the horizon, that rolling cloud of green mist that slowly swept over all of the shores of the world, sweeping out from the inner sea. As it crept closer to night, everybody started noticing really strange things with water. Sometimes you guys would stare into water and the water would connect to weird places. You might look inside your cup of water and see into an ocean and see like a shark swim by. Something really bad and wrong was happening. The party sent out a lot of sendings to try and contact various people across the world. One of those people was a man by the name of Roman Drake, who was on a boat and to come to the city of Sky's Reach, where you guys were at. Roman Drake reported seeing colossal Titan figures fighting in the ocean against one another. Rather than coming to see you guys, he changed his course to sail towards these massive titans and see what they were and where they came from. You guys also enlisted the headmistress of the university, Dilo and Rona, to help you out and to go to Roman Drake and help him help get him off that boat safely away from whatever those things are. Without much direction or ability to do much else, the party experimented around with this water, and they decided that they weren't going to be able to do much to stop today, and they have elected to try and meet with a woman by the name of Bess Quo tomorrow to peer into her library. She is a woman who collects lots of strange arcane lore, and the party has a healthy connection with her, I suppose. They did poison her, but she doesn't know that. There was one last thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, as the night crept later into the evening, there are these things in Ilderon that occasionally appear called guiding stars. Each guiding star appears randomly and does not follow a set seasonal pattern. People believe these stars to be prophetic. One guiding star might appear every 3 or 4 years. For the first time in Ilderon's history, 4 guiding stars appeared at the same time in the night sky.
It just doesn't have a good vibe. It's like, oh, 4 at once. Oh no.
Yeah. You guys are in, I believe, the I don't have my notes. You are in a open ward of the university, and I believe somebody pulled a werewolf.
Oh God!
You pulled
Interrogated.
a man named Dandith.
Thanks
through a
for
portal.
reminding me about that.
There are other
Yeah,
people
good job, dumbass.
gathering
Hey.
in the courtyard. You guys sent Dandith to wait with them. The party is all together. I will get you the exact ward in a second of where you guys are at. You are in the city of Sky's Reach, which is the capital of Lil Nagai. Yes.
If it helps, we had just come from talking to Taryn.
Oh, yep, you did. Okay. And you're all together. What would you like to do?
There are 4 of those fuckers in the sky. What is going on right now?
A lot of bad shit, Sudora. We know this already.
I don't. Is
Well,
this the end
nice
of the
knowing
world?
all
Is this-
y'all.
Is this what the end of the world looks like?
I don't remember if you mentioned, which direction are those guiding stars heading?
So the strange thing about the guiding stars, they appear in the night sky all over the world. When they appear, people report seeing them. But for anyone who looks at them, they always seem to be directly over your head. So when Claw looks up, you can just see the 4 of them, like, just right over you, like, right next to each other, and they are these shimmering, sparkling balls of light.
Which 4 was it again?
I knew you were going to ask that. And I knew
that's
I
why
needed
you-
to go...
I'm sorry. They're bright lights that have symbolic meaning. They mean things.
Yes.
Maybe it matters which 4 there are, because there's like 8 of them.
No. I knew you were going to ask that, and I told myself, it was like, I need to go to my last note document.
I think
and
it
put
was.
on the
I know
new
for
one.
sure that I think it was like.
I have it up right here.
Sarchia.
It's Alilius, Sarchia, and Sarisung. Alilius is the guiding star known as the Goddess's Eye. People believe it is associated with the greater goddess Alilia.
Sarchia is
watching
what
over
Pat the
world.
Peace.
Sarchia is the Sarchia is the unsated sword.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Most people believe that one heralds large conflicts that take action to solve. Sarisung, the path to freedom. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And Muktherin, the royal light.
A royal light.
What about the 4th one? That was 3.
No, that,
that
was
was
4.
four.
Alilius.
Sarchia,
Oh.
or Sarchia, and Sarisung, and Muktherin.
Okay.
Muktherin is often associated with the birth or death of royalty.
Oh fuck. Mm.
Is Roman Drake royalty?
Is Roman Drake royalty?
Yes.
No. No, he's not royalty.
As much as I am.
Hey,
So,
thank
in
you,
other
Wendy,
words-
for following. Welcome to the stream.
going to die.
Also,
Well, I would
Earth
also like to
and
note
the-
that I'm here. Osandria's here. Osandria's mother exists. Osandria's father exists. Heimsdale has a monarch. Red X is ruled by a demon fucking empress.
Alright, scratch that. Shadora is going to die.
No,
Don't
no,
give her
no,
hope.
no, what? No. Well, like, wouldn't a god be considered a king of some
God
kind?
could be considered a king. That's the beauty of vague symbolic meanings present in celestial bodies. You can connect about as many dots as you want.
I don't know. My personal headcanon is that one
If you wanted to get
symbolizes
really
that
technical, as you call the meeting technically, Arter would have 4 magnates and likely be a democracy now.
that is
That's
true.
true.
Also, I want to state this. My character's sister would know what's going on, or wouldn't know, and this would be, and both would be equally concerning.
Would they? Because this, I don't think this has ever happened before. Just
No, but she's also studies the guiding stars as well, so that's
maybe she has more insight on it, but
right. That's what I meant. Like,
okay. It's just like Yes, and like the Grand Pass, this happened, and it's like, no, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It had more insight than us currently, but no.
I mean, if this had ever happened before, I figured the people that would know are, the Mayan death or Dila. And by when I say Dila knows, I mean Dila forgot it 1800 years ago.
It's pretty like her.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Ooh, maybe Amiran knows. He's like that old. Maybe there were like 5 in the sky when, he got made stone the first time.
You want to go and ask him if he hasn't been statued yet?
Fairly sure he's been statued.
To be fair, I don't know. It's been pretty busy.
Walked out.
And to be fair, he sits in an anti-magic circle. The death mist might not work there.
He might actually be in like one of the safest places right now.
Yeah, well, let's not tell him.
It's fine.
He'll
The
probably be
court,
fine.
they did things with that plant in the university.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be safe in the courtyard, wherever it is we're doing that,
All right.
along with all the other people that are there.
Do you
freaking
all
out, probably.
want to wait out the night?
This is where they're
wait
going.
out the night we're dead, basically.
Well, no.
Oh, like I said, we can go to the university.
We're gonna survive the mist. If the large titans are able to move on to land, that's about the only thing.
Yeah,
But I
that's
would like to
probably-
note that the large titans are treating our ocean, like a kiddie pool. So I'm not quite sure what a bunch of plucky teenagers with a god-killing sword are gonna do to their kneecaps. I guess maybe I could hack off a toe.
You getting for the Achilles?
Yeah, but then remember, they're almost unfathomable in their largeness. If I make them fall by cutting their Achilles, we wipe off Cedal.
I wish I was getting paid to deal with you kids.
You can leave whenever you want, Sergey.
Oh.
Awkward.
I mean, kind of. The option to just kind of say fuck it and walk away is there. It's always there, technically.
I mean, you guys don't have to save the world. Plenty of heroes in Ilderon. To be more specific, there are like, what, 12 of them? 12 other ones?
Yeah, but how many of them are here?
I'm being facetious.
I mean, it's just like, God, I think there's like 2 more that are like actively going, and there's a bunch of like retired heroes. I mean,
How
like,
many of them
what?
are turned into stone?
Hey, Duty 2020. Welcome to the
Who
stream.
may have
I don't know. Hey, Claw, is your dad stone?
Are you being serious?
I'm being fucking sarcastic. Of course he's not.
No,
Okay.
can I at least finish what I was going to say? Because
No.
Yes.
What were you saying, Matt, for Sergey?
well, if let's say someone has dealt with this, like one of the older statues, like we can unstone him.
Okay, so on petrifying,
Yeah.
one of the petrified people Dila has that might have more
Yeah.
information.
In fairness, I think Amiran is the only statue she keeps in her office. I mean, there's a bunch of people down in the terror basement.
But they're not.
But they're also there
You're
because
right.
they're terrible criminals. We don't petrify nice people.
Yeah, fair enough.
Usually.
I mean,
Worth a shot at least.
Well, my thing is that we...
Think outside
I mean, do you
the
even
box.
know who's all even held down there? Or are we just gonna start whipping out greater restorations and being like, Mr. Evil Criminal, do you happen to be an expert arcanist? And then he'll be like, no, I mostly stab people. And then I'll be like, never mind, put him back.
I mean, there's always the option of like, help us because we're all about to die.
Yeah, but I mean, my point is, it's a skill set problem, right? You're like, we need a
Yeah.
carpenter, and then if you unpetrify 5 blacksmiths, how much does that help us?
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, it might help, at least to a small degree.
Hey,
Let's not get into logistics on that.
Oh, how did I make it to the apocalypse with you people?
Because we're great.
Not even through the apocalypse, just to the apocalypse. How did I get to this day?
I don't
High
know.
world.
Brandon, quick question.
Hit me.
I've been meaning to ask this since the last session. Are we walking around with demon-looking Alessandria?
Yes, you're asking if she is there with you. I
Yeah.
believe somebody told me they threw a cloak over her, which
Plotted.
yeah, for the most part, kind of handles some of it. But as you look at Alessandria, the body that you guys have given her, you can see her. You can see the black eyes that look like those inky voids staring into them. Looks like an endless star field. Coming off of what visible parts of her skin you can see are those spectral flames that boiled to her skin almost like beads of sweat and then evaporate into the air as like a lick of fire. Some of it seeps through the cape, or seeps through the cloak. The cloak muffles a good bit of it, but I mean, anybody within 10 feet of her is just like... Anybody within 10 feet of her is going to see these black flames coming off of her skin.
Okay.
She doesn't per se look like it hurts her or look dangerous, but it is definitely intimidating. For the most part, though, right now at night, two things are happening. I didn't exactly describe all of the atmosphere because I wanted to give you guys more time for stuff. The city is clouded in that haze that has swept over the city. You guys, I would say it's probably about 15 feet of visibility before it's just complete fog and haze. The guiding stars are such powerfully bright lights. They're like, each one of them's like a full moon or like an eclipsed sun that repaints the whole color of the sky. There are 4 of them through this haze, and you can see their outlines painting their colors through the haze over the night sky. So it's like you can't... If anything, this looks like an opaque, like, oil pastel painting of, like, the night sky when you look up. If you just see all of these colors kind of almost in brush strokes above you, coming from the guiding stars, and you can vaguely make out their forms. Looking around at the people near you, you can probably see about 15 feet in any direction before your vision is obscured by haze. That said, Alessandria is giving off spectral flames. The amount of people who are concerned about this are minimal because everything else.
Follow-up question.
Okay, yes.
I'm magically unaffected by winds. Does that have any impact on the haze around us?
It does not.
Okay.
I guess maybe for Stradora it would kind of like part around her.
Okay, so basically, us putting a cloak around Aussie doesn't actually have that big an impact on hiding her demonness, but the visibility is so low that we're not exactly getting
Yes.
stares.
Yes. I can always be more descriptive if you guys would like me to. Just ask, can you describe like more of what's going on around? I try and be minimalistic to let your own minds fill in the blanks. So just let me know and I will do the thing because it is my job. So one suggestion was made to go on petrify somebody with not really a great plan. Otherwise, does anyone want to do anything else? You guys can cower in the courtyard.
How much time do we have? Are we talking?
Oh, in terms of time, it's midnight.
So
It is dark. Looking up, like before the guiding stars appeared, it was nighttime. This mist has swept over everything. For those of you who run on a normal schedule, you feel a little bit tired. The sun rises at dawn.
We need to go to the courtyard. Otherwise, this Death Mist is gonna possibly live up to its name for us. And frankly, as over our heads as this may be, we're not gonna do anything as corpses.
It's a good idea.
Well, maybe we actually could be effective corpses, but with the whole, bounds between dimensions not mattering much anymore.
I guess considering the situation.
But I'd rather not have to drag my way out of the bridge one paw at a time to, solve a problem I could have fixed by sitting in the courtyard.
I could try to commune with Martlin, see if he has any ideas.
We can do that when we're in the safety of the courtyard.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I agree. We should go to the courtyard. I'm just throwing out additionally.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds good.
The Anderson Dream Journal. It's been a hot second since we opened this.
Yeah. Oh boy. Just pick up, go to sleep, pick up.
Can't we just whack you, Alan? That would be good enough.
You get a busy signal.
No, it's I would be asleep. It'd just be Martlin, I need you to pick up, please.
All right.
I'm sorry. This phone number is no longer in service.
Oh, don't get me started on
the decision is to go to the courtyard and wait, and then let Anderson commune with the weird soul of a wizard attached to him.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's
all right.
honestly our-
Find some corner in the courtyard out of the way.
As you, I normally don't do this, but I have to do this. Mr. Rarzi, thank you for the raid with 18 people. I shared the news with everybody, and I told them, what happened, the story I explained in your stream. So, she said yes, everyone. She said yes. All right. Now I'm just grinning. I got a fiance sitting over there. That is gonna distract me all night. Okay, anyways.
She's gonna distract you the rest of your life, man.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to the courtyard. I got my notes of you guys are in the Calgarin ward, and I'm going to put you all in front of the Calgarin library, as many students are going to gather here, or gather around, and I have painted this courtyard before, but I don't think I've ever described in depth of if any artwork or anything would be here. I think it would just mostly be a well-maintained field or semi-park area. Maybe around the edges of it, some larger, older trees or statues lining some of the walkways, leaning into it. That said, as you guys get here, there are going to be hordes of students already gathering here. There is a small echo of or chatter of the crowd of people just waiting around, expecting, not really knowing what to do. Little bit of fear washing over the place. You can bumble shoulder to shoulder through the courtyard. Every few minutes, somebody else is going to arrive here. That said, let's do one last thing that I need to look at, and then I will click back over to chat. As you guys get here, and you are... This music's not appropriate, we're gonna drop that. As you guys get here, and all of these people are gathered, there is there's a woman. There's a young girl. She's going through the crowd. She is turning people over and over, You guys see her zigzag before she finally walks up. I'm gonna assume Claw's leading the party. She'll walk up to Claw, turn him around, look him in the face, and say, "Have you seen Adara? No, no, no." She turns to the next party member, turns around Anderson, Kenneth, says, "I'm looking for Adara. She's a student here. Has anyone seen her?" She leaves your group, panicked, walking away.
We know that person?
Do a history check.
Roll me a history check.
I'll ask Alessandra.
Sure. It's been so long, I don't know.
You know what?
Roll
Claw
a
will-
history check, and I'll roll her a percentage die of if she met Adara.
And Claw, you ask, can you describe her to me?
The lady?
Yes.
Yes.
Asking the woman to, can you describe what Adara looks like?
She'll stop, turn around, scratch her head, and say, "Yeah, she's a young, wonderkin. Looks like an Ilderon. We started studying here together. She's red hair, hazel eyes. I would be beside myself if something happened to her."
Sorry, not ringing a bell.
Alright.
I'll see if I can roll a history check to see if I've seen it, or would it be another kind of check?
Because of stuff that I rolled off screen, I'm giving it to you at DC 15, Claw.
Okay. What kind of check is it? History?
History.
Alright.
You think, and you think, and you think, and you remember you guys went to pick up Oswandria from her classes the other day. You did see a girl who matched that description in Oswandria's class. That is a student here. When's the last time you saw her? You know what? I'll roll your percentage die. You're not sure when's the last time you bumped into her on campus. You might have seen her around a couple times just in the background. On your passive perception, as you look around this crowd, for whatever you can, the faint figures through the mist, from what you can see immediately around you, you cannot see this girl.
I saw her yesterday, leaving class with you, Aussie, when we went to go talk to you.
Do you know
But-
these people?
The girl is going to shake her head and say, no, she meditates during the afternoon, though. She doesn't need to sleep. I don't know if she got the message that all the students were supposed to meet here. What is this mess? What's going on?
We'll explain it all there. Right now.
Do we explain that, or do we just...
Well, I was going to have her go with her friend.
Well, no,
More people are joining this courtyard, by the way, just causing the crowd to kind of condense. Eventually, you guys are kind of pushed shoulder to shoulder. What was once a crowd of concerned people is now a almost like a concert or like a mosh pit of just like huddled masses.
Oh god.
That said, if you guys continue staring at her, she's going to exhale and say, "I have to find her." She's going to leave and continue searching through the crowd.
Paw is going to send out Mango and kind of just, well, since Anderson's meditating, Mango can fly above them and still be inside the range. I'll go see if this woman that she's looking for, if at least something to help console her.
What good is it to look for her in the courtyard? If she's in the courtyard, she's not dead.
Yeah.
She'd have to be out of the courtyard for us to be worried, and if she's out of the courtyard, that really makes this a needle in a haystack operation.
Well, I was gonna say, why not look where she was meditating?
We don't know where that is. Anyway, we have more important things to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Anderson goes to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, Anderson, you can sit down, try and meditate and drift off. Should I make you roll for it? You need the peace of mind to concentrate and form a connection with Martlin. I will make you roll for it. It is either going to be a wisdom check to focus your mind and reach out spiritually and make that connection, or it is going to be a constitution check to resist the noises of the crowd and fall asleep in some place that's really hard to fall asleep at. The concentration check will be very hard. The wisdom check will be hard.
Is it check or save?
Ability check.
Ability check.
Flat constitution or flat wisdom. I can't think of what skills would be.
Can I persuade myself?
Can you persuade yourself to fall asleep? I'll tell you what. I'll throw you one more bone. I'll give it to you as I'll give it to you as an Arcana check. Martlin's been attached to your soul for some time. You should.
Oh
be
boy, do I want to take that negative one?
Hey, it's a bone. He didn't say it was a good bone.
It's
I
like,
will
you know,
put it at hard, but just slightly easier than hard for the Arcana.
Would knocking him out, like, unconscious help?
no, and fuck off. Keep Sergey away from me. I'll take a wisdom. I'll do wisdom because the bonuses are the same, and might as well take it easier.
Yeah, your sheet is not working for me for some reason. It's weird. Okay.
That's it. Oh, hello. It's not working for me either.
Yeah.
Is roll 20 working?
It looks like roll 20 might have went down.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
It went down for you?
Is it down for you?
No.
Okay.
It's not down, but it's not letting me.
Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. So let me reload real quick, and then I'll see.
It's like refresh the page.
Yeah, I'm still fine.
Yeah, I'm loading back in. And
Dave, you're rolling. I can't see any new updates. So.
Okay, refresh.
yeah. If you open another tab for Roll20 and load back in, I've got music playing again, and I can take and edit things. Okay. All right. So for Anderson, you're making me a wisdom check.
Yep,
let's
loading back in.
Okay. If you want me to roll for you, I can. I just pulled up your sheet too.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Mine's taking a bit.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm here.
Believe in yourself. 21.
I believe.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything on my.
Yeah.
You rolled a 21 on the wisdom.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. My computer caught up with me. I think my computer is being a bit.
You are able to sit down. You are able to focus, clear your mind, separate yourself from this crowd, separate yourself from everything that's going on. And as you separate yourself in the void of darkness, as you are just thinking and calming your mind, you feel that you're not alone. That other presence that's always attached to you, always there. It's hard, almost impossible to separate yourself from it. As you try, you feel it is as much a part of you as your own soul. You have made a connection with Martlin. It is mentally your presence and his presence there. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to assume you know what's going on. Do you have?
This?
I'm saying this, yeah. Do you have any useful suggestions, please? We're floundering here.
Martlin is going to that presence from the darkness. You are going to feel it. Let's get something a little bit more appropriate. You're going to feel it pull from you and see it form through mist and black smoke and form into Martlin's body. The aged traveler stands in front of you. He's going
not,
to...
Not young Martlin, it's old Martlin. Got it.
Yeah, he is going to exhale and say, "Something has happened here. I feel a great emptiness in the bridge. Things that once were, that never stirred, have been pulled from this world."
Yeah, they're giants, and they're fighting in our ocean right now. Do you know what they are? And how we could maybe get rid of them? Something?
Martlin is going to shake his head and say, I've heard tales from Jahara Utha. The gatekeeper not only protects Ilderon, or not only guides souls from Ilderon to Providence, but keeps other things locked away in the gate. Things that were here long before there was a Seed Owl or Galkin. Creatures, beings, powerful as the things we call gods. He's going to nod, looking around, and say, I feel the absence of these things. Great emptiness. It's chilling.
Anderson is just doing his best to keep a straight face, but it's just like, oh god. We are way more fucked than we thought.
Tell me something we don't know.
He is going to say to you, what is up with you, Roll20? Why do you not like Anderson's page? So I think specifically, Jackal, it's your character sheet it doesn't like.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like on stream I can open everyone else's character sheet, but yours it's just like, no. Okay, so I wanted to show your character sheet on screen, but oh well, I'll do it later. He's going to say, this realm, this void that souls are forced to travel through, it is at times everything and at times nothing. The gatekeeper has complete control over the bridge and how it is shaped and perceived. For thousands of years, those things remained here. If they can somehow be placed back here, I is going to nod and say, I believe Reno can once again bind them.
Okay. How do we go about bringing him back? Do we need to commune with the gatekeeper, or
Martlin is going to
on our side that can help with that?
Martlin's going to shake his head and say, in my travels of the bridge, I've learned from the souls of your world, but in their tales, I've only ever known of 2 individuals that have been able to banish a god from Ilderon. Should you seek to do it again, those 2 are the ones you must speak with. I can offer you no guidance in this area.
Okay. What about what are their names?
Martlin is gonna roll a history check, and he's going to say, one is referred to as the Ascended God of Earth. The other is an Ilderon, who left her people behind to instruct the Sarai of the world.
Okay, so the ascent. Let me God, fucking, my page doesn't like me either. Where's the? Okay, I got my phone. I'm going to actually write this down.
Okay. You know what, Anderson? You're Ardorian and you're at the university. I'm going to say, give me a history check. DC 6.
You know, that's par for the course. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, 4. All right, that's great.
So
That's great.
it turns out he doesn't have those 2 brain cells.
Yeah. I mean, you think you've heard people who match that description, but you should probably ask Kenneth or Stradora. They know everything.
Yeah, I'm sure Sidora at least knows one of them. Well, maybe not personally, but like knows of them. Okay, that's so the whole. I guess less important question: are you like currently on the bridge? Is this kind of like a call? Are you like in? Because you're saying a lot about like feeling the absence in the bridge, and I always thought you were just kind of in me.
Martlin is going to Marlin's going to nod and say, I've tied myself to you with lost magic that I've acquired here from a culture of people that dwell deep within the seas. While I have been killed, or while I have died and have long ago left the physical realm of Ilderon, briefly, I can experience it through you. But yes, I am on the bridge. I encountered the fate that befalls all Sarai.
Okay. That's good to know. That might be useful in the future as soon as I can.
It's worth noting, by the way, Martlin did materialize himself in front of you. That form is fading, just as it always does. It is not something he can hold on to for long.
Shit, looks like our time's almost up. Okay. Giants that are basically gods. Find the Ascendant of Earth and... What was the other one? Leader of the Esterai, or?
A Ilderon who left her culture to instruct the Sarai of the world.
Ilderon.
I can put it in chat if you want.
Please. I think I want to talk more, but God, like we're in a very bad situation. I'm just having I'm having a very hard time keeping my thoughts straight. Thanks, I guess, and we'll I guess I'll see you whenever next time.
I'll see you whenever.
I don't know. Bye, Dad. Love you.
Martlin is going to nod and say, "Be well, Anderson, and remember, unite sight and voice against ambition."
Working on it. Sight's kind of being an ass about it.
Martlin begins to fade. Well, not begins to fade. Fades rapidly as he no longer attempts to hold on.
I let it go.
The mist is, that mist and smoke is circling back around you, merging with your form. The voices, the world, the presence, the weight of your body sitting down on the patchy, or not the patchy, the lush grass, all comes back to you.
They got good gardeners.
Mhm.
They keep the grass nice.
As you open your eyes, you see the rest of your party there.
I was like, okay, not incredibly useful, but, you know, like, it wasn't nothing. So, the giants in the ocean, were specifically locked by the gatekeeper in the bridge. He didn't have a name for them, I'm just gonna call them Titans. They're on par with gods.
Fun.
Uh-huh. And Martlin believes that if we can get him back to the bridge, that the gatekeeper can relock him away.
Fun.
And we have to find at least one of these two people, as they've banished gods before, and they're kind of our best shot.
Cool.
One is the Ascendant of Earth.
That's gonna be useless. He's asleep.
Okay. Oh, that's him! Fuck, okay. The other one is,
Is Dila.
yeah, the Instructor Sarai of the World.
Yeah, that's Dila.
Aldori.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Dila?
Also, basic Ardorian history would tell you that she's the reason he's asleep. So apparently.
Also, she's out
That's-
there where they are at.
I mean,
That's why I
I...
was DC 6.
DC it's just it's like
I
a
was not
four.
trying to gatekeep.
It's just like, oh, this is going to be easy, but I'll have you roll for it anyway.
Yeah,
Natural.
Dila used Valorous Soul to lock Gendui out of Ilderon. Hey, everybody, it's all coming full circle. Oh my god, if they bring him into Ilderon, does that make Wake Valor up? Is Valor awake?
Oh, the other thing I
You're
found out
asking
is that,
Anderson?
I'm
Oh,
just
is
kind of screaming that into the void.
no, but actually,
I mean, if he stirred in his sleep, and if his bound to sleep for as long as that person's in the bridge, and the person's out of the bridge now.
I would say I think the reason he's asleep is because of basically the key, quote unquote, is on the bridge, and there's right now a big gaping hole that's no longer filtering.
So I just made his own hole.
Pretty much.
Well, Valkyrie is
So-
still keeping the original door locked.
Oh, kind of another thing. I found out that, like, this is not really important, just kind of a personal discovery. Martlin isn't actually in me. Martlin's hanging out on the bridge, but he can kind of like experience the living world through me. So
Makes sense. He's dead.
I don't know, the two soul thing. I kind of thought he did it by residing in me.
Aussie's 1/20th Calthier, and he's not hanging out places.
Well, I'm
Well,
just thinking, like, if we
but-
want to know what's going on the bridge for reasons, I don't
Considering,
know. I'll have to work on it, but I'm wondering if that can work in reverse.
wait, you basically want to visit the bridge through him?
Ooh, that could be useful. There are dead people we probably need to talk to.
I'm not visit necessarily, but I can basically know, basically I do what he does. He basically just has a part of his soul hang around on me, and that's how he gathers information.
Do you think he has dead friends? Because,
Probably.
there's some dead people we want to talk to.
Hey, he had I was living through his memories. He had friends.
Like,
And Calthier.
people that, it's like gestures to Aussie. Pretty sure all those people are dead.
Safe bet. I don't know. That'll be something I can work on. That's not immediately important.
What is immediately important? We're mostly waiting for a death bug to claim the lives of 20,000 people. And apparently a lady named Adara is out there. Also probably among one of those 20,000. And I kind of feel bad that I can't do anything about it.
Well, the miss that already, I'm eating a piece of jerky. That's how I'm gonna justify my chewing sound.
In character, you're eating rations.
Pretty much, like, I pull out a piece of jerky to chew on.
I
But,
smack it out of your hand.
what? Hey!
It's rude to chew while you speak.
It's rude to slap, like, food out of my hand.
Well, then we've come to a draw.
Okay, okay, whatever.
Not get into this match now.
We're not. Shut up, Sorga.
Can I try to I'm, as a player, drawing blanks. Is there something I can do as Claude to try and come up with a plan?
Sure. As like what Claw might want to do in this situation.
Yeah.
Some things that I think might be going through his mind. Yeah, this is a safe area for the this is a safe area for the fog. Like Shadora said, some people might not have been informed, might not have been able to get to safety in time. If Claw's willing to risk it, you know, he can go look for people. I don't think Lumilia's here, right?
No.
Like, she's still upstairs.
Lumilia's upstairs.
Yeah, blessing water. So not only is Idera not here, but also Lumilia's not here. So that might be something that concerns Claw. The other thing... What's up?
Lumilia blessing water?
Yellowstone told me to.
Yeah,
okay.
You guys left her in the tower.
I stole some silver powder and locked myself
Yeah.
in the closet.
Claw is going...
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, Claw's going to go... Lumilia's still in the tower. I'm gonna go get her and drag anybody else who wasn't informed into there, who I meet along the way. Actually... Claw's gonna look at Mango, then look at Lambent. Lambent, bond with Mango for a while. You're gonna be a guiding light.
Alright.
How much
Based-
time do we have left until midnight, roughly, Brandon? Or
It
I guess I
is
can ask.
midnight.
Okay.
I'm still gonna risk it.
Alright.
I'm at least gonna risk it to try and save Lumilia.
That is perfectly fine. Okay. Claw heads towards the hero's tower. I will come back to you in a few minutes. And by few minutes, I just want to see what the rest of the party is doing. You guys here, I'm assuming Claw shared what he was going to do. He had a brief speech and then he walked off. Does anybody want to say anything? Grab him, stop him, go with him? Ignore him.
He's an adult. If he wants to die, he wants to die.
Alright.
Try
Okay.
to make it back before the death fog.
Okay, guys, I have a scroll of locate creature, and we know the name of this lady that the other lady was looking for. I don't quite know how big 1,000 feet is,
I
but
think
if
it's 1,000
she's
feet.
with if she's that's a decently large that's
Radius.
actually it just says within 1,000 feet of you, so yeah, that's radius.
Yeah,
That's huge. Shit.
it is. It's a fifth of a mile. Well, actually, it's 1/4 of a mile in diameter.
So
So how much is that in clicks?
I don't know that measurement. I'm sorry.
Kilometers. I'm joking.
but I have she's within 1,000 feet in either direction. We can find her. And well, frankly, if she's within 1,000 feet of us, then that would make this all a little more faster, unless there's some hilarious complication that we're gonna run into.
That's roughly 300 meters.
So
Do I
that's a suggestion. I'm
see
just
Pavel and
throwing it out there.
crowd?
I'm also gonna suggest that Aussie cast it, not me.
So
Jeez.
Andrea will take the scroll and say, "She's in my class. It would be wise to grab her and bring her back." And if you hand her the scroll, she will start casting it. Do you give it to her?
Yes.
All right. I rolled the check for her. She takes the scroll.
She doesn't have to roll a check. She can cast 4th level.
Oh yeah, she can. She
A little bit of metagaming on my stance, but also she is better at magic than I am. That's
fair.
character.
I mean, she rolled a 19 regardless. So, she takes the scroll. She reads the incantation on it, the magic on it activates, and the scroll turns to dust. She begins to look around as her senses heighten, pointing towards this Adara. Unfortunately, you know what? I'm not going to be a dick to you guys, and I'll give you a percentage die. 1 through 75, I will be a dick, and above 75, I will change my mind. 48. Unfortunately, it leads in the opposite direction of where you saw Claw walk off to.
It's like, I feel like you're being a dick, but with extra steps.
Well, see, the thing is, I always have to remember, I'm the dungeon master, and I can help make things smoother, and I could just put the party on a path going together, but where's the fun in just giving you guys, easy solutions to stuff? Being
Oh,
true
in
to
all
the
words,
world-
I'm only giving you shit because you said, it's like, I don't want to be a dick. I'll roll for it, but I'll roll for it a different way.
Yeah. Being true to the world sometimes hurts.
I want
but
that on a
it's better
t-shirt
story.
right now.
How far away?
You ask Oswandria, I have to look at the text of locate creature. I think it's just the direction. I don't think she learns.
You sense the
distance.
direction.
Yeah. And she'll shake her head and say, I'm not sure. But as she looks in that direction, she's going to say the southern communes are that way.
Well, I mean, that's where we'll start. You'll have to lead the way, Aussie, because you're our compass.
Should I go grab that girl so she's not running all over the place? Or just not
Yeah,
give
it's
her hope?
fine.
No, I would like to minimize as much as
Mm.
Okay, here's the thing. So pros, cons. I would rather keep her here, as frustrated as it might make her, because here is safe.
Mm.
And if this gets weird, she'll be unsafe out in the void there. But she is apparently her friend. So, if we have to, do a whole come with us if you want to live, that might help the persuasion. But I'm very persuasive, and also stronger than most people.
Gotcha, you lift her up. Alright.
I pull out the rope.
Okay.
Please. No. Okay.
So really, it's a matter of, do you think she'll be useful? Because she's safer here.
I think we should
Let's reduce
not have her
casualties.
involved.
Possible casualties, I'm sorry.
All right.
Cool.
Oswandria is going to nod and go walking southward into the mist. Very low chance of anybody noticing you guys and telling you not to do that. A couple people are going to see you walk away. More of the crowd bunches in and fills the space you were occupying. Oh, that said, I need to know exactly who all is going. Anderson, are you going?
Yes.
Stradora's going, you already told me that. Amelia's not there. Sergey, are you going or are you staying?
Part of me wants to look for, to make sure my family's there.
In the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. Just about the entire university's here, so if you want to stay, I will allow you to search through the crowd. It is going to be on the very hard scale.
You know what?
So, give me an
Let's do
investigation check. I'll come back to you. Kenneth, are you staying or going?
Part of me wants to stay here and wait for Claw. Just so he knows what's happening. Because we have no way of communicating with him.
Did that pop up for you guys?
That's true, but he already
I'll
went
come back
off.
to you, Sergey.
Yeah.
I know, just
Yeah.
want to make sure I get showing up.
Yeah, I saw it.
Screw it. I'll go with them.
Okay. All right. I am going to handle. I'm going to handle Stradora, Anderson, and Kenneth first, because I have this already rolled up. And then I will handle Claw and Lumilia, and then back to Sergey.
Alright.
You guys follow Oswandria into the mist. The campus is eerily quiet as everybody has congregated into the Calgaran ward. You guys walk into the theology commune of the Southern Commons, and you continue to follow Oswandria. The mist is thick here. More specifically, as you look up into the sky and see the light of the guiding stars, it is harder to see in some areas, as you guys notice that there is almost a current of it flowing through this area, and a trail moving to the sky through the sky. As you guys are walking, you notice that Oswandria's path starts to align with this current. Getting into the theology communes, I'll roll. These halls are pretty empty, and you can navigate your way through the empty stone classrooms. Finally, into, I guess, a turn around a corner, and everybody who is there is going to see there is a girl, or at least the body of one, on the floor. Her eyes are alight, almost with the inverse of Oswandria's. There are spectral green lights or flames coming from her eyes, illuminating the entirety of her eye sockets. And let's go actually with this. This is a little bit better. As you look at her body, there is green mist. It is that current is going directly to her body, into her torso, some into her mouth, and is being channeled directly into her. She is spasming as it is, and you can see underneath her, as the mist is going into her, it is seeping out as a black ichor underneath her and going into the stone of the ground. The more of it that pumps into her, the larger these tendrils spread through the area. The hallway itself looks like it has been consumed or corrupted by a large amount of these already. That said, there are figures around her. Before I describe more of these figures, I need to know immediately, what do you guys do? Suandria puts her hand over her mouth, in shock, horror, and surprise.
I'm going to sneak closer, like find this is. I'm sorry. What type of room was it, Brandon?
It is a hall. It looks like this lady was exiting a classroom, and she was struck here.
Okay.
You give me a stealth check for Kenneth. Stradora, what are you doing?
God, a stealth check makes a lot of sense, but I feel like I'd work better as a distraction.
Okay.
So, if anything, I'm gonna get closer, and I'm pretty sure it's God Sword time. This feels like a God Sword problem.
All right.
My stealth check was a nat 1.
Okay. So as you turn this corner and you're looking at the site and inspecting, and you notice these humanoid figures around her. They take notice of you, and as they turn, their form moves, but they don't necessarily move. What you assumed were people cloaked by this fog is actually sentient fog. 3 of them dash towards you guys.
Aha!
Go ahead.
I was
and
right.
give me
This was a
initiative.
god sword problem.
We can do this as cinematic, unless you guys want me to draw out a grid for you.
It's just 3 fog figures, right? I feel like.
Yeah.
feel
You
like we
can
could-
use the Xanathar's guide to try and identify them. You're rolling a Arcana or Nature check with your bonus action, trying to hit a DC. Otherwise, let's go. Anderson, give me an initiative check.
Alright. That's not terrible.
Surprisingly, you guys have lost initiative.
I'm not shocked.
The first one is going to sweep towards you. It moves at the 21 count of initiative. And let's get a little bit better combat music going. I like this. Alright. It is going to move towards you. It is... Oh, hey. First one in the hallway is Asuandria. Kenneth moved forward to stealth closer, and Stradora walked forward to approach these figures. So, in order of people, Stradora made no attempt to be stealthy and openly approach them. I'm going to do Stradora, Kenneth, Asuandria, Anderson taking up the rear. The hallway is wide enough for 2 people to walk side by side if you guys want, but I have you in a single file. Is that fair?
Yeah, works for me.
Okay. First one is
Sure.
going to sweep forward and attack Stradora. That's a 7 versus your AC.
I'm wounded. Just kidding.
Yeah, a hand formed of this fog reaches for you. It grasps through your armor. You feel a coldness shudder over you, but are largely unaffected. The figure in front of you is somewhat amorphous fog, vaguely shaped as a human. It looks at you, and terrifyingly, you can see back at it. That is the 21 count. The next count, 15. Stradora, you go at 16. It is... Oh no, it's Anderson at 17. Anderson, you turn and see Stradora is fighting whatever these things were.
Okay. So just to be clear, they're not people. This is like... Or they're not people, they're like mist people.
Again, bonus action, you can identify them.
Do they give me kind of like a Martland vibe? Kind of like when Martland gets taken by the mist? When we're done?
Oh... They look like... So they look humanoid, right? In the shape of a humanoid, but they don't have any distinct features. The one that reached towards Stradora, it was like almost a whole blob reaching towards her. And your best estimation and what you can see in this light and perceive almost looks like a shadow of a person given 3-dimensional form.
Huh.
It doesn't stop being elongated and weird and stretchy. But you know, if you were just to like look and turn, it's like you probably say like, oh, person. But as you inspect it, you can't find any distinct features other than the contour of its outline. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do? There are 3 of these. 2 of them are sweeping down the hallway towards you guys. One is engaged with Stradora. There is space along the hallway for them to attack other members of the party. The hallway is 10 feet wide.
I guess... Can we say I summoned my axe before combat officially started, or no?
I gave everybody one action when you noticed these things. You didn't tell me what you were doing. But I will be gracious. And I will give... You know what? I'm going to give it to you on a perception check. Roll me a perception check. DC 10. Everybody stopped and looked and gasped. You might have bumped into somebody. Like, what's that? Holy crap. Axe out. You got it. There you go.
Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, like, please don't be another one.
Like, I want to give it to you, and, you know, like, because we're not playing, like, the type of jerky dungeon mastering, but also you didn't tell me Anderson takes an action. Like, it's okay to be petrified in fear. So, but yes, you summoned your axe when everybody else
I don't know about fear, we're just like...
What's that? Is that a friend, guys? It's like, get your goddamn axe out, Anderson.
It's like, what is that? Just get it out! Whip it out, Anderson! Get your axe out!
It is your turn in initiative count. You have the movement to get to any 3 of these things.
I would say, I will rage and I will engage a different one because I assume Stodora's got whichever one she's fighting.
Okay. You can get the closest one sweeping towards Kenneth.
Alright. I'm going to attack it with Reckless, so I have advantage.
Alright. Is your axe magical?
Yes.
Okay, give me some attack rolls. The 18 hits, the 11 misses. Oh wait, no, that's one. You have advantage. Give me another attack roll. Or go ahead and roll me damage, and then give me another attack roll.
Oh, okay, when
roll
this
me
one
damage
connects
first, and then give me an attack.
Okay.
Roll.
Well, I was going to say, like, when this one hits, I'm going to use Smite.
Okay. Eldritch Smite, or did you multi-class?
Yeah, Eldritch Smite.
Okay. Roll me that extra damage.
Did I multi-class in a paladin? No, it's Eldritch Smite. But I will use Smite. As soon as I find... How much dice do I roll for this? This is at 3rd level, so... Because I only have one type of spell slot.
It's probably 3d8s.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3d8 also.
Yeah, 1 per spell level, so yes, it's 3d8.
Alright, Eldritch Invocation, Eldritch Smite. 1d8 of force damage, plus another 1d8 per spell level. So yeah, 3d8.
No, it's 4. It's 1 plus 1 per spell level. So
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, 4,
no, you're
4.
right.
Give me 4.
Ooh.
Your axe cuts into this thing. The mist around it is dispersed, dissolving as the axe rips through it, and the force energy tears
I would
apart.
say just like it impacts, and then there's the aftershock.
It is dead.
Oh my god, that's amazing! You could always do this.
All right, you have a second attack.
I do. I'll take another swing.
Okay. At the second one behind this, or the one Strador is fighting?
The second one behind it again.
Okay.
I'm sure
Give me an attack with advantage.
Hooray!
16 hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use another smite.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I smite twice in one turn?
Eldritch Smite's weird. Let me look. Once per turn, you cannot. So it's going to take 6 points of slashing damage.
Because Raid.
Its form barely holds together. It is bloodied. Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is not bloodied. That was a lie. The other one is dead though. Okay.
So I one-shotted one and I biffed the other.
That was your turn. We're at the 16 count of initiative. Rob, it is Stradora's turn.
Well, now that I've noticed the ripping and tearing that Anderson is engaged, I actually do not think that this is a God Sword problem. This is a annoyance because I don't remember what a hammer does.
1d8.
No, I don't have a war hammer. I have the other hammer. The tiny hammer.
I think you're gonna chuckle at me, but I'm pretty sure that's 1d8 also.
I'm pretty sure.
A light hammer, if it's what it counts as, is 1d4 damage.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you get the light hammer.
Because I think we insinuated that I couldn't get a war hammer. My cold steel war hammer is not or hammer is a light hammer, not a war hammer.
Okay. You're making an attack with it?
Yes, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Everyone.
Let's see. 20 is going to hit. Roll me damage. Your cold iron hammer is going to sear as it passes through this creature. Roll me 1d4 of additional damage.
Okay. Well, so first of all, you're also gonna get a smite.
Okay.
So that's oh my god.
The radiant energy shreds this thing apart. You hear it screech as it is completely dissolved.
This smite's too good.
Oh, so I don't even need the...
There is one more next to Anderson.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to that and I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Alright. Give me an attack
assume
roll.
with
13
misses.
hits.
Oh, okay.
Roll me damage.
I'm not gonna smite it. I don't think I need it.
Wow. And roll me 1d4 of additional damage.
So 10 total.
Just enough. You are going to dissolve this thing as your warhammer cuts through, or not cuts through, bashes through, and its form again. You're going to hear that strange screeching from it. With that, let's go back to this music. This is fine. The girl's body continues to spasm on the ground. So we come to Kenneth's turn in an initiative. You guys have won. Out of fairness, Ramon, do you want me to move you guys in initiative order, or are you cool with me just dropping initiative?
Yeah, it's dropping initiative. I pulled out my weapon. Anderson just rocks. I'm like, I'm too in shock. Like,
Doom music, like ripping there.
All right.
Until it is done.
Andrea is going to say, "Oh my God! It looks like she's still alive."
I'm gonna go up to her and do a medicine check.
I do
her vitals?
stare at like
Okay.
Stadora and just go like, I thought they would be tougher.
Are you complaining?
No.
Oh my
A
god,
little
it's
bit.
so bad.
You are unsure if this corpse, or not corpse, if this body is alive or animated. In any case, as you go to start inspecting it, it is spasming on the ground as this mist pumps straight through it, or into it and out of it as ichor. Whatever you're doing is interrupted as it turns its head towards you, and where you expect its irises stare directly at you. I would say, like, you'd probably jump back or whatever. It's just like, you got nothing, but it is looking at you.
Okay, so it's some creature. Rob, I saw you put in remove curse. Are you about to cast that?
Actually, no. I was trying to see if it had a material component. I'm going to go first with 5 points. Lay on hands.
On this lady? Okay.
Yeah, but like the Lester Restoration-y version, not the actual health version.
You know what? I'll roll for it. As you do, the light from your hands, the energy is going to flow through her body, course almost like yellow electricity over her for a second, fighting against this mist. It's dispelled enough for her to Help! And she is back under the control of the mist.
Now I'm going to do the remove curse. Because I had to touch her to do the lay on hands, so I've still got a hand on this bitch. May the power of Haldora compel you.
Okay, it's interesting. Is this a curse? I have to think for a moment. I didn't think about remove curse. Just give me a second to... Yeah, I guess she is technically cursed. Stradora. The fog that is pumping into this lady's body, you can see she is seeping out this ichor onto the ground. As you cast Remove Curse, there is a small barrier around her body as the fog is channeling towards it, swirling, hitting it, pulling up. She has enough strength to lift her arm finally off the floor, the tendrils and the dark ichor dropping from her as she gets free of it. Finally, she, with great effort, sits up. The whole time, this fog collecting above her. It does not look like it's done affecting her. How about everybody in the hall give me an Arcana check?
I'm doing so bad today.
Well, you've got 117 here. Anderson, give me an Arcana check, and then I will give on what everybody rolled. Osmandria is rolling with you guys. So.
Sure. You know, I'm great at Arcana.
All right.
War.
You find Aussie, the Arcanist.
Anderson, you are going to notice something about this tree, or tree. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm telling you anyways. I'm not going to give you guys any information on a 5 and 2, if that's okay with you.
That's cool. We're dumb.
Well, you're more focused on the girl in front of you.
I'm the smartest one here.
Anderson, you are going to realize something about this as you are looking at it. The fog channeling down into her body, the tendrils coming off of it. It almost looked like some form of a spectral tree that was like rooting itself here. Whatever the Daughters of Gindwai have done to the world, whatever these people are who are dying across the world, are probably anchoring this spell in place. And about the same time, Oswandria is going to put it together too and say, guys, I think it's about to get unstable. It's not anchored anymore. It needs and at that, I think this thing is probably going to try and pick another target. I guess I've got 5 people in the hallway. The fairest way to do this, I'll roll a d6 and re-roll on a d4. Or
Can
re-roll on a 6.
Can I choose to jump in front of it to like protect everyone?
Yeah, Anderson, it streaks towards you. You're not overwhelmed by it, and it doesn't connect with you. I will give you guys. How about 30 seconds? Sounds pretty fair. Of this tendril of smoke in the air that is collecting, and it was almost like a piercing drill trying to get through the remove curse, the magic that Stradora put on this lady. Now that magic's faded, this tendril of fog is almost completely opaque as you look at it. It is kind of, I don't want to say slithering, waving around the room at each one of you before it becomes completely rigid. pointing at Anderson, and it begins growing in size as it is found the next thing it's going to try and host. With that, I will give you guys 30 seconds to think of a plan or something to do before I'm just moving forward.
Cool.
I was gonna
Aussie,
say,
Aussie, is it magic or is it a living entity?
She's going to say, I think it's a spell. It definitely magic.
Dispel magic.
I mean, the axe is out.
Okay. Rob, roll me a dispel magic check.
Really, what is a dispel magic check? Is it
It's
just a flat
a
D20?
D20 plus your spell casting, which would be your charisma.
Okie dokie. So it's a D20 plus my charisma. Nope.
Yeah. Your
I have
magic is going to
inspiration,
try.
but I don't remember what kind.
I'll let you trade it for regular inspiration if you want, before I tell you the result.
Yes, please.
All right, roll with advantage.
Worse. Wow.
At which point, Oswander is going to see your thinking, and she will try to, and she'll also fail. You guys try to disperse this magic with dispel magic. Neither divine nor your arcane efforts seem to work.
We need to run.
yeah, sounds good.
Anderson, run.
I'll just running, sure.
Adara, hun, how strong are you?
She's going to try and get to her feet.
Fireman's Gary, we're bolting.
All right. You guys run from this miss. How well is it at tracking people? That's... I didn't think about how fast this would be. Just give me one more second. You know what? I'm gonna roll a... you begin running from it. Unfortunately, it's got a... I just rolled a percentage die of how fast it is, and it's nat 1. Unfortunately, it's got a not Freddy, Jason vibe, just slowly walking, creeping towards you, rolling through the chambers, through the hallways. You can leave the building, and you can see the mist is going to swirl back around and bend towards you, the tendril forming, seeking out its host. That said, you guys run faster than it's able to form. Well, you know what? It could probably form another. I'll roll you one more percentage die, and then I will say you guys can run back to the safety of the courtyard. As you guys run from this tendril, it is going to chase, I use that term loosely, follow you guys until you get to the courtyard. By the time you are there, the mist is going to continue to follow Anderson, get into the courtyard, and it is going to be dispersed as the energy is kind of pulled apart and goes almost around this dome area. That said, the tendril still does follow Anderson, whereas before you were looking at a solid thing, like a solid object made of this mist. It is now just kind of like a faint trail of smoke almost that you're looking at. It follows Anderson pretty much wherever you guys go through here. But it looks like nothing more than a wispy trail of smoke. If Anderson finally, catches his breath and breathes, by the time it touches him, it doesn't feel like it does anything.
Alright.
All right. That said, I'll come back to you guys. Let's jump over to Claw, who went to find Lumilia. Lumilia, my love.
Yes. Has Talia come to find me yet?
Has Talia come to find you? Yes, but I did roll something for you earlier. So, Stream, can you hear her? How about, would you be willing to roll over here a little bit closer to me just so the microphone can pick you up well?
Yes, but you'll have to roll for me.
Okay, I will do that. All right.
Oh shoot, my headphones.
That's fine. Just speak up from right there, okay?
There
Yeah, just speak up. Okay, Lumilia, as you are up here cleansing this water, through the windows and through... This is weird, I get to look directly into your eyes as I Dungeon Master you. Yeah. Would you like me to put her out? Okay. Through the windows, through the open door frames, up the stairs, down from the upper chambers, this fog rolls in through the hero's chamber, or through the hero's tower. Unfortunately, you feel something strange as you turn and you are pressed against the wall as this fog tries to press into your being. There is a struggle, there is pain, and I would say Lumilia just, like, probably barely gets her hand in the holy water to try and throw it at this, and as she does, she feels her body cleansed of this. The mist pools around the room and forms a strange barrier. There are figures within it watching you.
So,
They do not come any closer, but you are kind of stuck here.
so I'm good, but I've just got my bowl of holy water. Alright, so you know that thing that priests do, they dip their hand in and then just start flicking water? I want to do that, just start flicking holy water out.
I would like you to know the check of if you got affected by this mist was if I rolled below 10 and then rolled the same number 2 times in a row. You got a 2, a 1, and a 97.
Yeah!
So, Lumilia was almost killed by this mist, but you are fine. You're just going to keep flicking water? Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do it once and see if it does it.
I would say you guys keep doing weird things.
We're smart. We don't have a lot of holy water.
That's fair. Let's see. Slash shattering on impact and either case range. So a flask of holy water does 2d6 of radiant damage.
Yeah.
This looks like it really hurts them when you do it. You are able to pick up whatever these things are susceptible to radiant damage.
How long have
I'm-
I been making holy water?
For a few hours. I'm going to say you can splash these things, dealing 1 point of damage to them. And they are at bay, but you can do this for a minute and you'll not run out of holy water. You'll consume 1 flask
Do they
worth
back away
of
at
holy
all?
water. No, you've been targeted.
Okay.
They wait for you here.
Okay.
So
Oh crap. Okay.
that said, Claw.
Wait.
Yes.
Holy water deals radiant damage?
It deals 2d6 of radiant damage.
Yeah?
So I figured out they're susceptible to radiant damage.
They are.
Okay. Okay, deal with E.
Okay.
Well, I'm flicking my holy water every so often. I'll spend 1 flask to just keep myself safe while I think.
Claw, you head
Yes.
into the Hero's Tower. It is unfortunately unguarded right now because everybody was instructed to go to the courtyard. That said, as you get closer to the Hero's Tower, you are going to notice with your passive perception, you're going to notice there's almost a current of this fog streaming through the tower. You can open the door for her. There's almost a current of this fog streaming into the tower. You see it going into one of the upper chambers. Yes, Morris fed them. You see it going into the upper chambers. You can look up, at one of the upper windows and see.
Okay.
You're able to start navigating towards the room that you guys left Lumilia in. I'm going to rule if you do it stealthily, you're going to have disadvantage because the Dariskar is glowing.
Yeah.
Do you
no.
want to do anything other than walking towards Lumilia's room?
Get there as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to state this. Claw is basically saying, in his mind, he's seeing that stream. He's going to think that they're going towards Lumilia, and he's basically said, "Fuck stealth, let's go in." And he's merged with with Lambent, the Darisagar.
Okay.
As he approaches the room.
That said, I need to roll one last check. Oof. Oh. In a brave streak of heroism, as you begin sprinting up the tower, you get one floor up before you are tackled. You can roll me a contested athletics check if you want.
Can I use an acrobatics?
Go for it. I will describe what's happening to you too.
Okay.
As you begin climbing the tower, Talia jumps out from a room and says, and she is going to pull you down to the floor and says, "Claw, you gotta get out of here. Things all over this tower on the upper floors. There are things in this."
I know. I'm going to go towards Lumilia, who's in here.
How much does she know about that? She's going to say, "That's where they're all at. I tried."
And then listen to me and do what you're good and sneak out of here with her. I'll go be a distraction.
Talia's amoral. Just gonna say, "I'm good with that." Okay. You're gonna die for my wife. Great. Wonderful.
Alright.
And she's gonna slap you on the back and say, "You're a good kid. Nice knowing you."
I'm gonna nod and pat her on the back as well. And
Nice.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace as well,
All right.
real quick. So that way we do have a passive increased stealth.
So, unfortunately, Lumilia was not claimed by this. You guys are going to get to the upper tower where the storage room where you left Lumilia to make holy water. And I will roll 2d6 worth of these creatures out here. There are 7 of these things waiting. You know what, Lumilia? I'll be also polite. I'll say you were able to How many of them dissolved with your holy water? 2 of them have dissolved. There are 5.
I'm ready. I have a plan.
Oh, no, I lied. 3 plus 5 is 8. There are 8 of these creatures. You have killed 2. There are 6 of them waiting. The other really terrifying thing, Claw, as you get up here, that current that you saw has solidified into a full tentacle. It is not moving like languidly. It is rigid. It is waiting. It is almost like a compass pointing directly at the door. I mean, in some of the mist is going in underneath the door. Out of politeness, I'll say the blue die, the 5, are outside the room. So you guys see 5. There were 3 in the room with you. You've killed 2. There's 1 still in the room. You want to do something?
Sacred Flame is a cantrip that deals 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, you're just gonna start blasting?
I'm just gonna start blasting. I'm just gonna sit there and every few seconds, Sacred Flame until it dies.
You are initiating combat on them. So I will roll you...
But I mean, if the holy water kept them back, hopefully the radiant damage will.
Okay. Roll me initiative. Would you like me to roll for you? And you can just start blasting.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Alright, roll me damage on... Or it rolls a save against your Sacred Flame. Is it a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. It rolls a 13 versus your Sacred Flame. It fails. Roll me 2d8 of radiant damage. Excuse me.
2d8?
Are you level 11 or are you level...
I'm level 10.
Yeah, 2d8.
Is the whole party level 10?
Yes. 2d8. That's 28. Roll... Or 20...
Wait.
Yeah, alright, that's a d28. Let's roll 2/R 2d8. Okay. As you do, this one is going to explode in radiant energy.
So that was all 3 in the room.
Yes, that is all 3 in the room. Another one inches under the doorway and comes and takes its place.
So anyways, I started blasting.
It enters initiative count. At the 4 mark of initiative. Alright, it is going to attack you.
What? No. That can't be right.
Did y'all leave me with last session? What did y'all do that wiped out my spell slots?
We
Sending.
kind of sending.
Oh, right.
Alright.
You are our telephone.
Well, these things have such a debilitating attack. If I could roll higher than a 5, 9 versus your AC, it's gonna miss.
Yeah.
It glides into the room almost like Voldemort coming out of the mirror in the first Harry Potter movie. It reaches towards your chest plate or your dress, and you feel a chill, but are largely unaffected. These other shadows are entering initiative count. Claw, you and Talia are watching this. The door is closed. They can inch into the room under a space as narrow as 1 inch. That said, do you guys want to enter initiative count, or do you want to do anything? There was a blast of radiant energy. You could see it puff from underneath the doorway. One of the 5 shadows in the hallway went under the door and entered the room, and the other 4 are doing the same at the end of the round.
I was going to basically merge with Lambent and start glowing. Try and get her out of there as quickly as possible. Maybe try and slip a bottle of the whatever radiant energy she had, whatever holy water she has. That might help.
Roll me initiative.
And yep,
Terribly tough.
Initiative. Let's go.
All right. Talia will join you in I'm going to move all of these things at the end of the round. I literally rolled 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. so I'm not even going to bother
Okay.
keeping up with their initiative. Talia's going to enter initiative at the 8 count, plus I think she's got a 3 to modifier, so 11.
Okay.
So Lumilia, top of the round. 3 more of these, or 4, 5, or 3, 4, blah. I've had to do all of my math. So there's 5 of these in the room with you. 1 entered on its own initiative count into the round. 4 more have just went in. There was creeping shadow around you. You heard Claw's voice in the hallway. What do you want to do?
I want to cast Guardian of Faith in the room with me.
Guardian of Faith? Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage for it, and I'll roll saves at the start of each of their turns. If you just click it, it should roll the damage. Alright. 2 angelic protectors are going to start swirling around you.
They just take 20 radiant damage if they fail a dex saving throw. If they succeed,
Oh,
they
Guardian
get
of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different one. Yeah, that's that thing that hits them.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they attack you, it hits them, right?
If they walk into the space around it.
Okay.
So if they get too
Your
close,
Guardian
they
of
get
Faith
whacked.
is going to, be summoned. Alright. That said, Claw, it is your turn on initiative count next at 14.
Claw's. This is close quarters, so Claw's bringing out both of his blades, and how did he get merged with? Because I know there's 3 versions of the merger. Does Claw? Do I get to choose how the Derishagar is merged with me? Okay.
You do. It
So,
is your companion.
Okay. Well, I know Claw would probably go with Bolster Soul, so I get 3d4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Let me just roll that real quick. 9 temporary hit points.
Alright.
And I'm gonna start glowing. And that's... Claw's gonna start slicing one of these things and opening up the door if he can.
Give me some attack rolls.
Alright.
You can push the
Scimitar.
door open and...
Start slashing.
So I started slashing. That's gonna hit. Roll me damage. You'll attack the last one enter the room. I'll move him at the 3 initiative count. He'll take 6 damage. You'll notice your scimitars don't seem super effective against these things. You cut through the mess. It kind of reforms itself. 22 hits. Roll me damage.
Alright. Those were my 2 attacks, and I still have because I have multi-attack? Yes, I do.
You bloody the one nearest you.
Alright.
Alright, that said, you didn't use your bonus action. You are using 2 light weapons. Do you want to use your bonus action to attack with one of your scimitars again? You do not have to if you don't want to.
Since Mango is magical, I'm gonna have Mango try to bite it.
Okay.
As my bonus action. So Mango is going to do a bite attack, and her attacks are magical, so Primal Bite. That's a 25.
Hits. Roll me damage.
10.
And that creature is completely dispersed. One of them, the flurry of attacks rips it apart. Finally, Mango mangling it is what does end the creature. Sunrise Lumilia sees Claw enter the room, and she is able to watch one of these creatures be destroyed. That said, on Talia's turn, Talia is going to ready an action to grab Lumilia and run when there is an opportunity. At which point, these shadows' turn are going to happen. The first one moves to attack you. How many reactions does this Guardian of Faith get?
It can deal up to 60 damage.
Oh, okay.
But how many attacks?
Yeah. It vanishes when it deals a certain amount of damage. Alright, it moves up to attack you. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage. Your Guardian of Faith slashes through it. The shadow completely dissolves.
I'll keep record of how much damage it deals.
Yeah, that's 10. Next one steps forward. Another 10 damage as it moves out of the way, but the radiant damage completely dissolves it. Another one is going to step forward. This one will fail, so 20, so we're at 40 damage so far. That one is dissolved. Another one steps forward, and 20, and that's the last of it.
Yep.
All of the creatures have been destroyed as your Guardian of Faith. Your Guardian of Faith dissolves along with these lights. It is the end of combat. Talia is going to grab you
What are you
and
doing here?
grabs your arm and says, "Let's go!"
Wait, the holy water. It hurts them. Gather up my little flasks.
Alright, and you guys can sprint down the tower.
Yep.
The thing you're
Yep.
going to notice, that tentacle in the hallway, that just tendril of
Sacred
fog, doesn't seem to affect it. It turns towards you as you move into the hallway, slowly starts following and trailing behind you. That said,
Sacred
it
flame
moves.
doesn't hurt
It is not alive.
it. Joy.
It moves incredibly slowly, and you are able to run with Talia. That said, I'll give you the same check as I did the rest of the party. It is able to form more of these things, and it would do so if given the opportunity. You guys do not give it the opportunity. You see more of these tendrils, these currents kind of forming in on you as you run, and then kind of trail behind you as you move past them.
Again, the moment I see anything, I'm sacred flaming them.
And Claw,
Alright.
If any get like in the path, just cut it down.
I'll say you make it back to the rest of the party at the same time as everyone else, and I will come back to you too. Alright, Sergey, I'm gonna handle you super quickly.
Alright.
Unfortunately, there are too many people here. You are unable to find your family members. You can start panicking if you want, like the other lady did. You call out to Pavel. You call out to your sister. Her name escapes me right now.
Don't worry, it escapes me too at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Sister! Fuck, what's your name?
You
I always forget your
unfortunately,
Mr.
your cries kind of get drowned out by all of the other people here. If you want, you can make your way back to the patch where the party was before, or I'll let you look again.
Did I know? I'm assuming none of the party said where they were going, correct?
Nope.
No, they did. Claw told you
Okay.
he was going to get Lumilia. Stradora gave Asuandria the scroll, and they went to locate the missing student, Adara.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't
You
know
know
where
what?
Dara is. That's not telling him where we are.
No, I'm saying you saw them walk off. When they walked off in the two different directions, you went to look for your family. Presumably, if they're coming back, they'll hopefully be back at where you guys were at before. That's what I'm assuming. If you guys want to do something else and just like meet over near a tree and just be like, just so Sergey doesn't know, guys. You guys can,
Tempting, very
but
tempting.
nobody told me
Given-
that they were, so I'm going with
Given the
second.
visibility, can we? Is that even like a thing we're capable of doing? Like, like accurately returning back to where we were.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not gonna just say like, oh, you guys all meet up. I'll say, you know, it's probably a little while. You guys call to each other, bumble through the crowd, and after a little while, meet back together with some time passing. Is that the plan for Sergey?
Yeah. Okay. When we get to the crowd, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
And just start shouting.
Just be like, Sergey, Stradora.
All right.
Okay,
So before
fine.
Sergey has the chance to make this decision, you hear your name being boomed over the crowd.
I'm just gonna start following the direction of that voice.
Okay. Same for Stradora.
I am a megaphone.
I guess. Also, I have a person on my shoulders, so that's fun.
I'll help you out with her since now that we're
Alright.
out of the danger.
By the time your guys' adventures end and everybody's like back to find each other, I'll say hour and a half has passed. You guys finally meet back up, pushing your way through the crowd. Idera, you know what? I'll roll her a Constitution save if she's even still conscious. I like that word I used earlier, languidly holding on to consciousness. She is there.
Languid implies ease.
Oh, never mind. I take it back. Is the opposite of languidly holding on to consciousness. Loosely. There we go. I'll go with that. The party, you are all able to meet up. Hasu Andrea, breathing heavily. Rest of you who have all ran, who have sprinted from this mist, breathing heavily. Unimaginable what other people in the city might be going through who weren't warned to stay out of this.
Okay, so I'll look at Claude, Lavilia, and Talia, also tired and out of breath, just... Miss Monster?
It's monsters.
Yeah, Miss Monsters.
Monsters, yeah. Plural.
Vulnerable to radiant damage.
We found that out.
Nice.
Okay.
Anderson just destroyed one.
Oh,
They
they're
were.
also affected negatively by my hammer.
Nice. I think I hit.
That's good.
10.
Don't you just radiate
So,
damage? Is that how that works?
I want to state this, and I don't
Yes,
think
I
this
am
will go
very
through any...
radiant. Thank you for noticing.
Yes, Claude?
Those things... Mango can bite them. My normal scimitars couldn't... hardly made a scratch to them.
Is Mango holy?
Mango
No, I
is
think-
enchanted with magic, as Claude strokes the runic glowing scales.
That makes sense. For the
I-
hammer to affect them so negatively, they'd have to be some kind of aberration, you know, like a fae, a fiend, or something.
Holy
I think
Probably
because of
undead.
recent discoveries, like, I'm curious if my axe has a connection to the bridge.
How many flasks of holy water do I have?
It wouldn't surprise me if there was a connection.
Because it's like, well, I'll be totally honest. I don't know how the dimension holding thing works. Just like kind of poofing and
There's nothing a connection.
resummoning it. It's like, does it go to like? Does Martlin have a bag? Do I just send this to Martlin, or is this off in its own little space? I don't know. I really don't.
Maybe it's the soul
just
part
also-
of that's doing the damage.
Did anybody else notice that those things, when they lock onto someone, they don't stop? Because
Yeah.
I would constantly put my body between them and they would still try to go through and around me.
If
Oh,
you
yeah,
look,
no,
I'm
Anderson,
looking
yeah.
right now, there is a tendril of smoke following Lumilia and Anderson.
Yes.
Oh, that's still there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I was
can,
gonna say.
you can brush your hand through it and it, you know, dissipates, but it eventually
I light it on
reforms.
fire.
Could I
And I
try
say smoke. It's
warlock
really
magic to I wanna try to. I don't know. It's like kind of knowing a little more about my connection. Can I
Warlock
just like
magic. Yes, you can warlock.
warlock
magic.
it?
I
You're
don't.
So Ardorian.
I don't
I don't
suggest
know how-
firing off an eldritch blast in a shoulder-to-shoulder crowd.
It's not really. I'm not like firing anything. It's more just like I'm just kind of channeling my arcane
Excuse me.
ability.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, cast guidance, and say, I think that's a bad idea, but go for it.
Well, no, I'm not.
Dorian,
I'm
you
not casting
blasted
Eldritch
your
Blast.
way
I'm
out
just.
of her room.
I don't know. It's Eldritch Magic when I summon my sword,
Okay.
or my axe, my weapon. This thing.
Oswandria, as all of you guys are trying to come up with solutions, she's going to say, as long as we're in the field here, we're safe from it. Doesn't seem to be affecting you.
What about the rest
Yeah,
of the city?
that's probably the whole
I
point
mean, it
of it.
wasn't really affecting me before either.
I
Well, I
never
didn't
caught
reach
you.
you.
Don't act like.
Oh! I'll give you a Arcana check for free.
Sure.
You felt, no, not you.
Great.
The rest of the party already had the chance. Lumilia has the chance to. It
I
hurt
guard
when it
Dorian.
touched you.
I'm also a
Bad magic is spooky and bad. That's your takeaway. Yeah.
Oh wait, was that my thing earlier when we did that?
Yeah. You
Okay.
realize the spell is anchoring itself to the plane through people.
Wait, so we established.
I'm assuming I wouldn't be able.
Oh yeah, we're anchor points for the Gendu Eyes spell.
In the meantime, I'm gonna give my enchanted cutlass to Talia,
Okay.
even though it's my place. And we're already married. It might not work, but better than nothing. And I'll give her one class of holy word.
Okay.
Why would it not work? Does your wife not really love you?
No. It's the way the enchantment works is when you draw it, people around it are like charged. It doesn't do anything on impact or anything. It's just real pretty. So I don't know how much that could actually do.
You are going to hand it to Talia, and as you do, she kind of jumps. You're going to notice she is pale, and she's going to take it from you and say, "Oh, thank you." After
Are you okay?
after a moment, she's going to say, "You know, my crime or adventures don't normally involve so much almost losing my life. I thought I lost you up there."
Hey, you're not gonna lose me to something like that.
Yeah, you get
I
used to it.
survived way worse.
Really?
It's true, you do get used to it.
Yeah, I know you die out.
I- I'll be honest, it's just
Talia is going to say, "I'm just not used to this much adrenaline in my line of work.
Yeah.
Most people who want to kill me don't know that. They want to kill me until I'm long gone."
I can cope with the danger. I just wish that we actually had all the people I need to protect in one place.
That's the problem with a
Talia.
global conspiracy.
I know.
Is gonna walk closer to Lumilia. Two hands. Takes your hands. Whispers and says, "Let's get away from all of this."
Aw, my wife is dragging me away from saving the world.
I feel like we should stop her, but at the same time, it's like if she's not opposed to it.
Mm.
Are there still any teleportation circles running? We don't know what's up with the rest of the city.
Where are you going to go? That's
I'd say you might at least want to wait for the mist to pass over.
Go back to Arthur,
No.
make sure Ariana and Maria
Ha!
and Laura-
Teleportation circles in order. The second time I got to do this laugh.
Hey, Reina, doesn't Reina have one?
She
The
does.
only
Has a
the only
secret one.
canonical teleportation circle we've ever seen in Order is the secret one Ayla kept in a marketplace, which might be the one Reyna has.
I was gonna say the one that was at the bottom of the tower of the giant swirling cloud of death, but that wasn't ever finished.
Yeah, because I killed the dwarf and the vampire that were trying to make it.
True.
Who's to say the Dars like Gendo? I didn't finish it.
I mean, it's easier to make a permanent one.
It does.
But, like, it has
Of
to be
cons-
the same person, so...
Yeah, same person, same location. Just I'm actually, you know what? Oh well, that's not a teleportation circle.
Talia is just going
But-
to whisper to you. and
But
say,
like
"If
the churches
this
that
is-
Alma makes,
if this is how everything ends, I just wish we could spend it together, enjoying ourselves, rather than she's gonna just run her hands through her hair. It's like, what happened up there in the tower?
Where do we go?
You can introduce her to your parents. Just a thought.
And vice versa.
Talia's gonna say, aren't you friends with God?
Oh yeah, I am.
Hey, God.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to shout at mine because she's not doing her job and it's going to kill my dad.
Well, yeah, so... I think I decided... Yeah, Titan. I'm just gonna call them Titans. Fuck it. The Titans out...
Which is a dreadful piece of irony because she's doing... Because her not doing her job is meaning that she's going to do her other job. And if she's going to derelict one duty, she might as well derelict both.
So...
Because...
I feel like just control your character naturally, because very clearly, and again, still in character, looking at this and watching this conversation, I'm sorry that I keep looking away from my camera for everybody watching stream. Insomnia's on the other side of the room, so I keep like just looking over here. It is very evident. This tendril that is following you in Anderson, nobody else has that in this crowd. And Oswandria is going to speak up and say, until we know how to get rid of that, she points, says, Gale's presence might be the safest thing for you.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a god, so...
alright.
I think Galesong has the same problem that Ashes does.
Alright, crouching on the
Well, not the
floor.
exact same problem, but you know, it comes
No,
and it goes.
Ashes can control it. I kind of think Galesong's a bit of a lazy jackass.
Let's see if my prayer will actually
So
get
throw
through
that
this
out there.
time. Last time he had too many calls.
You're gonna
Alright.
pray to Galesong?
Yep.
He left to get cigarettes at the milk store.
Galesong, God of Storms. The dark mist is trying to possess me. May I come to help you and be shielded from it?
Roll me a religion check.
I'm winging this.
Yeah, I'm winging it.
It's like, I'm just going for it.
Really?
Yeah! Great.
5?
Totally passed.
Galesong's phone line is too busy.
Yeah.
This phone number has been disconnected. Please try again.
I will say, you will feel a warm wind kind of around you. The tendril of this haze is still there, but it is kind of being blown apart, fuzzing a little bit. Unfortunately, though, you don't
Talia,
get any response.
we could take a chance. Find a puddle of water that looks peaceful. Jump in together. See where it takes us. Hope it's harder.
During the death mist.
Which I seem to be able to survive briefly with enough radiant damage. And isn't there a fountain in the courtyard? What do we see through it? Last time there was a sea monster, but what is it now?
Hey, last time I was a werewolf.
You walk up to the fountain. It takes a while to shoulder your way there. As you do, the crowd of students all around it, everybody is in awe at it. You see what looks like to be an ocean coral reef in there.
Oh.
maybe don't jump through that one.
Yeah, I can't breathe underwater.
You know what? Claw's gonna make a prayer. Just while everybody else is going towards the fountain, he's gonna make a prayer to Velvir.
What are you saying to the sleeping god?
That's bold.
He's going to state, Velvir, ascended of Earth. I need at least guidance to protect my friends as you once did to protect everyone else on this realm. Help guide my way to be able to help them, even if it means risking my life as you did.
Question: Are you praying out loud?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm going to just kind of sidle over, just make the comment. Maybe ask him how we can send the Titans back to the gate while you're at it. Just a thought.
I'm gonna make a religion check.
So, you
No, not any good. You clearly failed.
are going to pray to a god who's been sleeping for 750 years?
Yes.
He might be up. You never know.
He might be.
Velvir.
Oh my
What's a
god, this
tier
is
of
the
coffee.
this is the dumbest you up call ever.
Yo, what are you wearing?
Oh my god, Brandon, don't!
No, just like, question, do you have pants on and do you want to get coffee?
You know,
Give me 1 second to think for a second.
He did say, give me guidance to help my friends as you once did. So, that is... Whoever.
It's like, Titan.
Like, basically it's just the... Claw's mindset is, the only person who stopped this is Velvir before, and if this is going through, it's a long shot, but he's at least willing to take this. There's no harm in trying.
Fair enough.
Claw,
Yeah?
you are going to feel sturdy and find your foundation as you stand.
oh my gosh.
Finally, through your mind, you just kind of hear a calm voice that says, "Be still, my son. I warned you this would happen, but we'll fix it."
My god, he's awake!
This is both awesome and terrifying.
It really is!
Me to talk to one of the four ascended here.
Oh my god!
And you talk to the one that's asleep.
I didn't know you were the prophet!
I think this immediately goes to first in the power rankings after that time Umiya tried to drown Jordan.
Just casually prays to sleeping god, gets response. Oh my god, it worked!
Amelia?
Yeah?
When a god replies to you, they reply to you in your head?
Yes.
Shredor cranes neck at Claw.
When I talk to Gale Song, I usually feel the wind on me.
I'm freaking out as a player, but Anderson does not understand, like, the
What do you
the gravity
mean?
of this.
What do you mean responds to you?
Wait, Claude, did he answer you?
Claw's going to repeat him word for word.
Claude, that's the silent god.
Oh my god, Valrier's awake!
Oh god, Valrier's awake.
Valyer's, we could ask him how to put away the Titans, and oh
By
god,
the way,
Valyer's awake.
By the way, Shredor did just yell that in a crowd. Just
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot where we were. That I'm gonna say that's canon. That's canon.
Yeah, I mean, a couple people are going to start murmuring, looking over to you,
Alright.
and say, "Wait, what?"
Side note, I'm gonna climb
Nothing.
on top of the edge of the fountain, cast Thaumaturgy again. and
No, just like, I cast Hypnotic Pattern. This is a spell I don't have.
Spellcasters in the crowd, if you see see any entities forming in the mist, they are vulnerable to magic. Kill. Without hesitation.
Especially radiant. Especially radiant.
Just boom my voice like a megaphone, like spellcasters, go. If you see
This is a college of wizards. You should be able to handle this.
They're a college of wizards. Radiant damage is an arcane, usually.
Well, yeah, but
That's
they're still vulnerable to magic.
But, yeah, no, I felt steady there, and,
Yeah, it's an interesting feeling when you're not expecting a response, and then you get one.
Says the one who's never talked to a god.
Martlin's close enough.
Martlin's not a god.
He's not.
I'm the least
I
naturally
feel
inclined person in this courtyard.
My family's bargained with a god. Does that matter? Does that count?
I mean, like, Martlin's not a god, but, you know, he's an ancient wizard from basically a time that the gods tried to erase.
Yeah, but
It's,
that's
you
not a
know.
god.
Renulta. It's actually how my parents met.
Yeah, but that's not the Force ended.
Yeah, it's better.
But
Mine are real.
Excuse.
that's...
Wow.
I'm glad I got my prayer answered.
Adara
But he
is gonna
basically
take a
stated
step back off of Stradora's shoulder, and then steps back.
Oh, relax. If Renalta was the problem with Stradora, we wouldn't be here. There's way worse going on with her.
Like what? Are you talking about the sword on my back? Because that's who gave it to the world.
Yeah.
Or your abrasive attitude, but nah.
You know, the abrasive attitude is a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it'd be weird if Stadora wasn't abrasive.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe
If you came up and started being, like, overly nice, I would accuse you of being an imposter.
Especially to Sergey.
I don't know. Maybe I can be a better person. I don't know.
And you're engaged to her.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's not that you're a bad person, but you are abrasive.
I'm sorry. Also, you said a Derek got off my back.
Sure we can.
As you
Cool.
say that,
The mist will be gone tomorrow. It's fine.
there is a call. More thaumaturgies and people kind of booming over the crowd, speaking in not unison.
Remember they have powers.
No, I mean they've known they've had powers, but yeah, not speaking in unison, but kind of as like from one side of the courtyard the message travels. Somebody near you guys is going to shout, "Pass it!" Excuse me. Pass it along. It's 3 hours until dawn, and it doesn't seem that the mists are clearing up. You've got sleeping gear to start camping out here. They want everybody to stay in the courtyard for the night.
Alright, telemetry. 3 hours till dawn. Mist hasn't shown any signs of clearing. If you have camping kits, get set up. Anyone with create food or water, start distributing. Spellcaster
I don't-
at the edge, blast any entities you see forming.
A little bit more than they said.
I'd
but
say that
the
wasn't
next
the
person
message.
over, like, you know, at the edge of it,
We need
yeah,
supplies.
gonna kind of shout it, and the message gets longer and longer.
Oh my god, it's actually
Finally.
telephone.
It's not like
Finally, you know, it rolls back to
Just like form a militia prepared to assault the mist.
That said,
On to the
Um,
side.
do you guys want to do anything else for the night? You can keep. I'll allow you guys time to keep talking to each other.
How much
But-
silver
You know what?
water do I still have?
Just
I-
to try to put my mind at ease, I'm going to do another.
Did I give
like,
you enough for 5 vials?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
look.
sure I gave you enough for 5 vials. You created 3.
So enough for 2. Alright, I'm gonna start taking some of the fountain water. Make more holy water.
Okay.
Law is going to set up
And
camping gear,
have
because
Talia keep an eye on the water, see if it changes the patience.
If you don't get some sleep tonight, I will give you a level of exhaustion.
Right. Got it.
Yeah, I'm setting up camping gear and tell them like, look, if you guys want to take shifts or something, we can, but we need to get some sleep.
I'll fill
I
my vials with
think we'll
water.
be fine in here.
I'm okay with pushing myself a little bit. I can go from. I've actually found out that I can push myself a bit more than usual.
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna use up a couple more spell slots.
I mean, actually, I didn't ask. I could use a short rest to get my spell slots back, but a long rest works too.
I can keep watch through, for a good portion of the night if necessary.
Yeah, just like
Doesn't
Claw, I'll
hurt.
set up sleeping bag and stuff.
Yeah.
Is what's her name? Adara still knocked out?
Adara was awake. She was clinging to consciousness.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything to her?
No, I'll just tell her, hey, get some rest, because
Hey,
she's most affected out of all we've seen.
how badly does Adara look like, medically speaking? Because Claw will. Well,
Yeah. I'll ask Claw, can you take a look at her? I am not skilled at this at all.
okay. Claw will do I can do a medicine check on her.
What's the best way? Give me a medicine check, and then I will describe based on what you get on the roll. I think that's
Okay.
the fairest way to do. And I can also describe how she looks with your passive perception if the roll is like dookie. So Claw, from your inspection of her, she looks as healthy as she could be for for having such a fragile frame. Whatever this miss did to her may have siphoned her vitality. She looks pale, frail, almost like a specter of death. She doesn't seem hurt. Mechanically, she has had her hit point maximum reduce. She would technically be bloody, but she's at full HP. She looks fine, but she also looks like a shadow of her former self. If the party would have gotten to her later, she probably would have died.
So.
Or she was in the process of dying.
So. Do I have. So with her body.
You know what? I actually have to look at something because Fedora did cast Remove Person.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't cast Luster Restoration. I used the Lay on Hands feature to, like, remove.
Yeah.
I'll use Luster Restoration.
You'll use it? Okay. At which point you'll see some of her vitality return. Her muscle mass swelling a little bit.
And prayer healing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see her start bleeding out of her nose as she becomes
I'm
bloodied,
just
but,
going to
yeah.
plug that
At which point,
nose up.
Here.
yeah, you're able to restore her to a visage of her former self. So after a good bit of healing and tending to, she is good.
Yeah. Claw was going to do a cure wounds on her as Lumilia, like after Lumilia did that.
Spell wounds.
Like.
And I have a list of the spells I'm gonna
Like,
cast.
don't worry, we'll heal you. in this.
All right. The physical healing helps, but it.
I just need her to be able to survive the night,
Yeah, I was gonna say she seems shaken mentally.
but not dying.
Yeah, she's not dying.
Great.
But
We can
Right.
make her repeatable.
It's like, oh, you nearly died. Get over it.
Here.
you don't
If-
know what I
Like,
saw,
the same
and it's
thing
just
is
like,
probably happening to everyone who's
Actually, we do. We saved you.
I
You get
no.
over it.
Lumilia, roll me a
Not actually being that callous, just making
roll
just poking
me
fun.
a history check. You guys are killing it
I'm
tonight.
not smart.
We're the best.
Well,
I
my characters
don't
are
Ain't
tired.
nobody
Give you
bringing
guys
us
this
down.
information on what you just said. So I'm going to throw it to the entire party if it sparks in any of your characters' minds, because it has been some time. So I'm going to throw that to the party because you said something
I
that
said the
needs.
same thing's probably happening
Yeah.
across the city to anyone not the university.
I'm doing so bad tonight.
Guys, finally, Claw.
I will say, like, we make it when it counts.
I'll throw my sense in.
Okay. Oh. Stradora doesn't have to roll for it. If Rob, you want Stradora to have this information, you can.
Start being the smart one.
Dope.
Claw,
This is that Brandon giving up.
Sergey. Well, no, you guys aren't thinking about it until it becomes relevant. Claw, Sergey, and Anderson. Lumilia said same thing that's happening to this lady is probably what's happening to everyone around the city outside in the mist. Very clearly, Stradora told you guys this mist was going to affect 20,000 people across the entirety of Ilderon. There are about 60 to 70 million people in Ilderon. It is incredibly rare who is being affected and targeted by this mist.
Oh, it's targeting certain people.
Are you saying that the
Well,
mist is being
it's-
incredibly selective,
yeah.
or?
Oh, Anderson, you
It-
and I have been marked.
It might
we
be
see-
super selective or it might be random, but it is spread out through the world. Most people in the city might be unaffected.
Oh, Anderson. was
By
marked for
this.
death.
It
Um,
might be.
That said, with Anderson's knowledge, and the mist, for Anderson specifically, this is just for you, Jackal, because you
Okay.
passed that earlier check that I don't think you've shared with anyone yet. You are able to put together the mist is picking anchors, probably regionally, as far as
I
how
thought I
it's spreading
shared
out.
that.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you told people,
I thought I did.
Yeah, but with the additional knowledge of only 20,000 people in the entire world are being affected.
Oh, so it's basically like it's not
very
killing
likely
everyone.
that you guys could probably be one of a dozen people in Sky's Reach that are affected. Most people might even wake up tomorrow and not know something bad was happening.
So the
I-
flower.
So
is
basically, like
on-
they need exactly that, and it's not taking any more because they're anchor points. Because it's a spell, and someone who understands magic more could probably explain why it won't go over that number.
Well,
You say that out loud, Anderson?
I say that out loud, yes.
I will give your book. I mean, Oswandria, a
Okay.
arcane. She's killing it. That's a 19 before her modifier. With your knowledge, I guess, and Oswandria's knowledge, she'll
he's
try and
selective.
put together and theorize
This
and
could be
say the way it was clinging to her body, moving through her, whatever that ichor was it put into the ground, she's gonna bite her bottom lip and say,
It's like roots of a tree.
if we can find all of these people being affected by it, cleanse the areas they're affected. She looks at the mist and says, maybe in a few days' time this would all go away.
Well, who's to
Please.
say that the mist doesn't change its criteria.
I don't. Well, I don't think it does.
How would we actually accomplish that? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
we
we
know
don't know
where
What?
two are.
She'll. Oh, actually, Talia will speak up and say, I saw it. I was in the Lucky Spell Inn when it flooded in over the city. It rolled, rippled, but it was almost, she shrugs and says, divine. Saw a current of it arc out, follow, and trail into the hero's tower, and I knew you guys were there. I knew Lumilia was there, and when I got up there, it was just, she shakes her head, there, waiting.
I don't.
Targeting people with, I don't want to say like high HP pools, because it's like that's clearly not the case, but like maybe strong souls.
They said they needed it.
Say, whatever the case, you can know exactly where it's at by following those.
Wait, actually, I just had a thought. Because it wasn't really affecting me, but I now am remembering that I technically have 2 souls. Is it attacking Martlin?
You're inside of the safe zone. You feel fine.
No, but before that.
No.
You're not certain.
Here's the young fish.
That would require a knowledge about the spell I don't have, and a knowledge about the weird connection you have with the long-dead ancient sorcerer that I don't have.
Well, I was going to go to what's the name of the woman that they saved?
Idera.
Maybe I'll try contacting. I don't know if I can. I just contacted
him.
Much
older than you guys, although probably a child because she's an Eladrin. So 16-year-old Eladrin is like baby.
Okay. Here. Go ahead. You can use my bedroll if you need it, so that way you can have at least somewhat comfortable place to rest. I'll be mostly keeping watch.
I want you to think of like CSI, like at the start of the episode after the body's been found and the person who's found in there just huddled in a blanket, like with coffee, and the detectives are like patting them to go by. It's just like that.
Right, like it's I'm doing the best I can to help you, but there's not much I can do to mentally help you.
And you see, when you feel the vitality or your life being drained from you, it's harrowing.
I think during my long rest, I'll try to contact Martlin, though I have a feeling it'll probably not succeed since I literally just contacted him, and that seems to need a recharge.
Is the decision by the party to rest?
Okay.
Oh, I'm not asking the party. I'm just resting.
Claw's going to keep watch as best as he can, kind of pushing himself to what he physically can.
Yeah, not gonna lie,
kind of
it would be a dick move for somebody to start robbing or stealing from people here. But this would be the perfect place to steal from people. Get a bunch of weak, vulnerable students all out.
You know what? I'll stay watch.
Oh, there goes my plan of making Anderson invisible and getting rich.
So Claw's also going to have Lambent merge with Mango, and then have her kind of fly around the dome of people to kind of be while he's awake, to kind of just, if there's anybody still trying to find a sanctuary and there's some light in the mist, follow the light kind of thing. Maybe it might help somebody. Like he's just.
You're trying to lead people towards the light. I didn't know you took after Alma so much.
Who do you think was one of the many people who taught him on how to use magic?
By morning?
I assumed your mom or your dad.
I said one of the many.
By morning, the guiding stars are going to fade from the sky. At which point, this mist lingers. It isn't quite as the color isn't, I guess, as evident during the day. I'd say the daylight of the sun illuminates everything in kind of a white haze with maybe just like a splash of teal in the distance. as the daylight begins to reign over Alonagai. The mist stays around, although it is somewhat thinner during the day. The rain has also stopped on the second day. People are slowly starting to wake and go about their daily activities. Some people dispersing from the crowd. It thins a little bit. People are hesitant to step out of the courtyard and into the mist. But the mist doesn't seem to attack or be innately dangerous. Anderson?
Yes.
You are unable to contact Martland through the night, but more concerning, the tendril of mist that was following you. As you look through it, either it's much more faint during the day, or you cannot find it and it has gone to seek a new victim. You seem to be good.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
Well, I'm gonna roll a Can I roll a dice to see if Claw has tried to stay up throughout the night?
Yeah, go ahead. If
I'll go.
you guys all get about 4 hours of sleep, you can get a short rest. I'm not going to give you exhaustion. You won't get the benefits of a long rest
Okay.
for today.
That's better than nothing.
Yep.
If you want to go back to your various points of establishment and sleep, then you can. Did Claude try and stay up, or did he fall asleep?
He stayed up throughout the entire night.
All right, I'm going to give Claw a level of exhaustion.
That's fine. I was expecting this, but he would have stayed up the entire night patrolling and letting Mango sleep as well. So he's the only one who's exhausted, not Mango.
Okay, did Sergey stay up?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, and I'll do the same for Sergey. If you guys rest, you'll, be able to lose those levels of exhaustion.
Alright.
All right.
I
That said,
wanted...
welcome to the 40th of Noble. You guys survived.
I'm thinking I'm starting to understand. Like, I'm kind of talking to Sidora as I'm getting like a coffee, like an instant coffee. Do we have instant coffee?
No.
There'd
No.
be people passing out food and drinks. It wouldn't be coffee, Let's create food and water. So
We don't even have coffee makers.
yeah,
No.
it's called
Coffee's a-
hot brown morning potion.
I get myself a hot brown morning potion, extra strong with
That
some sugar.
Tastes
Note
like
to self: be artificer. Be the guy that invents the coffee maker.
Hey, who's to say I am planning on multi-classing?
Is that the first thing Sergey's gonna do?
Sergey invents the coffee maker because it's like, what inspired you? Those damn kids.
Claw is going to sit by the
love
fountain.
that idea.
Morning potion.
It is very funny.
Fuck it, I'm making it canon.
Uh,
Well,
All
future
right.
canon.
What do you all want to do? It is about
I'm sorry,
9:51 real world time, so I'm looking for stopping points, but there's no rush. We normally go to about 10:30 before I put a hard stop. So, what would you all like to do? Oh, there was a plan today to go meet up with Best Quo if she's still alive, and use her library.
strong.
Oh,
Strong
oh,
if.
What does
You
what does
guys
it look
don't
like? Is it
just-
still all misty and shit? It's just
Yes, it is
daylight
still
now.
misty. As you all wake up, Dira is there, and she is going to yawn, stretch, and let's go to. We don't need that anymore. She's going to yawn, stretch, and say, I don't think I ever thanked you all last night for saving me.
Well, thanking us would have required you being conscious, so.
Yes.
And not in
Saving
shock.
you.
Speaking of, Claw, you had Mango patrolling, right?
Yep, and I stayed up the entire night.
You're gonna need some rest, but did Mango ever report her friend out there?
Actually, because Claw would have been patrolling as well as Mango, I would have seen her friend inside the dome, right?
Yeah,
person
she
who
would
was
have went to sleep sad somewhere.
Claw is actually going to you look at the woman we saved. You stay right here. I have someone who is looking for you. And then he's going to go get the woman that went to bed sad.
You go get the other student, Cholin. Okay.
Yes.
Cholin.
We found your friend. She's super dead.
Cholin is going to you wake her up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bring her
And-
over to where you guys are camping out at. Immediately, as she sees Idira, they are going to jump up, run, hug each other. Idira's still, recovering from the event. And Cholin's gonna say, "You're alive! You look like shit, but you're alive!" And Idira's going to say, "I saw..." She shakes her head. "The bridge, souls, gods, it was terrifying. I don't know how I'm here, but I am." She smiles and says, "Well, great. We're gonna have to write our attribution paper together, and I just don't know what I would do without you."
Really? That's where you're going with that?
You sent me out into death mist for a group project?
Guys, don't ruin the moment. Don't ruin the moment.
I feel the moment's already ruined.
No.
Like, as everyone's discussing that, I'm just gonna go look for my family again.
Okay.
Just more groggy.
Oh, wait. Can I
Have you
roll a...
considered that your family is with what's-her-face? Aussie, that lady that we don't like.
Well, that's only my dumb
Lenora?
brother.
It's a Hora. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
I don't think that's her name, but I like it.
Yeah. I mean, she is a whore for going with
You
Pavel.
guys are waking up
Hey.
next morning.
I mean, your brother has shitty taste. I don't know if that makes her a whore, though.
I'm too tired.
definitely-
I'm too tired for this. And you... I told you several times to go to bed, Sergey. I can make it through it.
I mean, you didn't need to stay up the whole night, man.
Hey, where's that werewolf friend we made?
Friend
You
is a
didn't
strong word.
He didn't shift, I can tell you that much.
There was just no
Yeah, how-
moonlight to hit him.
There wasn't moonlight. Two, like I said, I stayed up the night. I would have seen a werewolf moving around.
Lumilia.
Look, I wasn't accusing.
Oh, well, never mind. You guys go ahead.
Like,
But,
him of
he's
shifting.
over
I was
there.
just wondering where he was.
He's over there, and Claw's gonna gesture towards it because I'm sure Claw made several rounds throughout the entire night.
You good?
I'm just. Yep.
Hey,
Well,
hey, buddy. Got rabies? Okay, cool.
Do you have the sudden urge to, like, chew on someone?
No? Cool, I'll talk to you later.
or sniff someone's
I'll be back
butt.
in an hour.
No.
Don't go shifting now.
Feeling any hairier, buddy?
Jesus. Okay, let's let the man sleep.
No. But he's over there. Claw will lead the party to the werewolf that Sergey pulled.
No, I believe you. I don't think we need to go see him. I
Okay.
especially don't think he wants to see Sergey.
Well, we promised to take him back to order.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell are we going to do that?
I don't know. We're literally in a school of magic.
Yeah, but
You
Arter doesn't
could.
have teleportation circles. It's fucking harder.
Oh,
What?
maybe we can
We-
get like actual teleportation as opposed to a teleportation circle.
Or we can teleport to an Illuminagian city close, and then walk the rest of the way.
Before we hit that up, Insomnia is back at her computer, and I do need to hit you with something.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson woke up.
Yes.
The tendril is no longer following him.
It's mine.
Oh.
Yes.
Mine's still following me. Oh boy.
You were an original target.
Oh yeah, Anderson's
Um,
retargeted.
Yeah, no,
said-
Anderson was like, I jumped in the way. Like after we unhooked, it was like, you'll do.
What race was the girl?
Is Adara still nearby? Is it lingering around Adara?
Yeah, she's talking to her friend. Do you look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your passive perception? 16? No, 15. Give
Well,
me a
I would also look.
perception check. Claude.
Mine's
yes,
16.
it's following Adara again.
Oh no.
Lumilia.
Yes.
You are awoken by a sending. You get a sending from your favorite person in the entire world,
What? Maria?
Gale Song?
My
Reyna.
brother.
No. Oh, Reyna.
Reyna.
I thought it was gonna be Corwin. Corwin was my guess.
Reyna sends to you. I've been working with Galesong and the Sigil for a solution. He said you're affected. Can I bring you to my quarters and study you for the day?
I reply, yes, if my wife can come with me.
It's back on Ladera.
She doesn't respond
Um,
another sending. Saying,
I turn to her and say, Reyna wants to
Go to
study
assume
you,
silence
figure
means
out-"
yes.
I'm gonna turn to her and be, Reyna just sent me a sending. She wants me to come back to Ardor so she can study the Divine State following me.
That's
Sure.
Can she take our new friend with you?
Oh, the werewolf?
Yeah.
No, Ladera.
Actually, yes,
Also-
but also.
No, actually, the werewolf. No,
I did mean the werewolf, but Ladera is probably another one we do need to send,
Like,
and that's more
we
news
don't-
we have to break.
Adara is going to look at all of you and say, I feel fine.
yeah, you're
Oh
fine.
yeah, but that's
you're
because you're in the magic bubble offering you protection from the thing that we had to rescue you from.
You're an original
During
target like I was. It may be best if you come with me. We can get you
I
back.
was going to stay during. At what point in the night did it shift? By the way.
Many of us awake.
I'll give you a percentage die on if Claw was paying attention to notice that, okay?
We
I will
Okay,
say
fair.
it is a 40% chance Claw notice. 1 through 40. I
Okay.
will tell you.
Mhm.
Above 40, it's going to be a history check on very hard of if Claw can remember. 5. So that, yes. As soon as Anderson went unconscious, probably right when he went to sleep, and you were checking over the party, you noticed it stopped tethering to Anderson.
Oh.
That said, I don't think you probably cared to check on if it restarted on Idera, but at which point,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah,
It-
you can
as soon
probably
as-
assume
oh.
it switched back to her.
As soon as you fell unconscious, Anderson, it lost its interest in you, so to speak.
Oh,
And
what? So it thought I was dead and moved on?
I have
a
no
spell-
lost interest.
it
Until the target falls asleep.
falls unconscious, so, and then it switched back, and I don't know if it immediately did, but next time I saw it, it was tracking Ladera.
Alright.
I think you have a point, Lumilia, on that. Like it went back to its original target,
Yeah.
and it probably lost interest in me because I was unconscious and, well, as far as it was concerned, dead to the world. So
Her name's Adara? Alright, put my hand
I was
on
also
Adara's shoulder.
trying to contact Martlin, no success. I do think that's it's a matter of him needing to build up power for a connection. So I don't know when that'll be back.
I'm gonna put my hand on Adara's shoulder and go, look, I know it's kind of spooky, but we've got a spellcaster who can help figure out what's going on. And if you come with me, we can help figure this out a bit faster, and she can teleport you back when this is all over. You'll be completely fine. But would you please come with me to Ardor so we can figure out what's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. I was like, okay, when's she gonna reply? You know what?
And also bring back our friend we dragged out of the forest.
Yeah, fuck it.
He should probably go back
I
home.
should have warned Raina, but
Not forest, puddle.
Hey, he was in a
With
forest, and you.
advantage.
Oh, he was in the
Roll me a
mountains.
persuasion check.
I'm persuasive. Right?
Was it the mountains? I thought it was the forest.
It was the mountains.
He lives
Oh,
in North
okay.
Ardor. The rough and tumble part of Ardor.
Oh no.
Ladera is, or Ladera, blah. Idera is going to say, she's going to shake her head and say, I don't want to miss getting my attribution, but if you think it's important, I owe your friends my life.
It's the head diviner of Sarah.
Isn't an attribution just like a scholarly document? Like, what if you teleport you and your friend and you could just like mail it?
Like, it's the head
Hey.
diviner of Sarah. She can probably vouch for you with Dila.
And
Oh.
Idera is going to nod and say, I'll come along.
Thank you.
I'd say you're going with a bunch of Sky. Think of it like an internship, kind of.
Oh, hey, Lumilia, if you're going back to Ardor, first of all, tell Aussie's mom hi.
I will.
Also, we need information about the lady that cursed Aussie, and we have like none.
I'll look into it for you.
We have a
Oh.
name.
Oh,
And
and before I go, I'm gonna put another death ward on Oswindria.
2?
oh,
She
Um,
last one wore off. I did it before bed.
Oh, okay.
That was 8 hours ago.
L-
It was a
Lum-
case
Wait, do you have the spell slots for that?
I just woke up.
You didn't get a long rest.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
it was
didn't
a
get a
short
long.
rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 4 hours.
Did we not?
Enough to stave off. Yeah, you did not get a long rest.
Okay, never mind.
Death ward. Well, you got a short rest. You're fine,
So
Anderson.
she has
That's
4
true.
more
I didn't
hours.
take damage or anything, so I just got my spells back.
4 more
Bach
hours
is
of
going.
rest.
So, Claw, Lumilia, can you do one favor for me? Since you're gonna go to order sooner than I can.
Send him
Do you remember Aiden Ain?
Oh.
No.
Okay, yeah.
There's a message I've been meaning to tell her that, Fianna said that she is free, and her exact wordings were that I was to give her a purpose now that she is free from being her. Tell her that she is to do as she wishes, and that I need to give her a purpose. That I was told to give her a purpose in life.
I will do that. I'll
So
do
is that just a fancier way of passing ownership to you? Do you own her now, or?
Yes, he does.
Look, we've already covered these jokes. Like,
Yeah,
Hey.
I don't know. This has been literally months.
But also,
but
I could have sent to her sending with that anytime.
I wanted to, that's true, but I wanted to be there in person to basically tell her that she was free, but also everything else was so more pressing matters. I didn't want to waste one of your spell slots.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, literally yesterday we wasted all of our spell slots.
Well,
I wouldn't have
Lemuria,
wasted. You
Yeah,
guys
they were
use
all
them
pretty
effectively.
necessary,
Lemuria, since you continue to be our messenger person, probably for the last time, would you mind checking on our families? The rest
Before
of us
you
who are
go, just we need a bunch of.
Hey,
No,
we
no,
have
it's not.
we have a lot of plot threads that are still in order, but we're too busy to go.
So I do not have any more spell slots for sending.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no. What I'm saying is, as the character is saying,
Once I get
Lemuria, can you
yeah.
check on our families, see how they're doing after this whole mess?
Yeah,
If you can send us a sending when you're able to about that. We appreciate it.
Lily,
Why
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Like one of us is sending.
Bird is going to
Oh.
swoop down through the mist, landing in front of you. It
No.
flexes its wings and
No.
says, "I have
Is it
found
Megalore?
them."
Megalore,
Coming out of
my
the,
beautiful bird.
You are going to see Reyna.
I love that the one person in the party that doesn't like the bird is the one that goes.
Okay, I got Talia, I got Adara, I got the werewolf dude. Do I need anything else?
No, it's like a dare going like, what about being a werewolf?
Anyways, alright, so I've got my people. I'm like, alright, Macalor. Hi, Reyna.
All right, Mechalor flaps his wings and says, "It is great to see you again, Princess Lumilia."
Please don't call me that.
And
I know.
Reyna is going to join the circle.
Reyna, this is Talia, my wife. This is Adara, another targeted victim being affected, and this is him We accidentally pulled him through a puddle.
This is like a poor sucker that we like dragged out of the mountain.
He's gonna say Dandith.
Sure, he's our Dorian. We accidentally took him here.
I live north of Amberside. She's
Yeah, I was just
going
gonna get him
to.
back to Ardor and set him loose.
Reina's gonna say, "You can get horses in this city, shall we?"
Fair enough. Alright, let's go.
Oh,
Question.
Y'all have fun with the
Morbid question. Are horses just snacks on wheels for later?
Wait, should I ask Raina? It's like, wait, should I ask Raina now about the thing I wanted to know?
Probably.
yeah, do it now.
I'm gonna be double checking my bag.
Raina, who's Alis?
Reina's
Oh yeah, that's right. We
face
need
is going to pale as she turns and looks at you and says, "Where'd you learn that name?"
The cultists have thrown it out a few times because apparently
She's
she
a-
ran the.
Horrible lady who's long dead. We
Well-
captured her. She gave us some information on the circle, which was enough to purge them from Ardor Sarai, but unfortunately they didn't like that. She was murdered in her cell before we get any more from her.
Any chance of bringing her soul back to question her?
I.
Oh,
She
Yay!
is a horrific being. Not even mortal anymore. Not one we look to call back to this world.
Okay, but like, we need to fix her.
I'm going to mental links to Dora. And it's like I can try asking Martlin to look around for her or see if he knows something.
Do it.
Whenever I can contact him next.
Send Martlin through the bridge looking. That's a buddy cop team up I want to see.
Pretty much, it's just like, okay, listen, I've been doing a lot of stuff for you. I need you to do something for me.
Can you look somebody up for me, please? Thanks.
Reina is going to speak up and say, Alis was once the mother, or Alis is the being that became the mother of Ariana Bertolf. What?
What?
That
The person
explains
she
the
once
spooky-
was. She shakes her head and says, long dead. Died of frostbite in the Ardorian mountains. Became a twisted monstrosity in the bridge. Started colluding with forces in Ilderon. From the shadows. Cursed her own daughter. She shakes her head and says, the list of crimes and atrocities attributed to her, uncountable. When we had, she nearly killed Galesong, and when we had her finally captured, she was reaped from this world, likely for what she knew and what she was willing to divulge.
No, actually, that part is true. Speaking as a player.
No, that part isn't true.
No, she was
Literally
murdered
just
in
for her
cold
crime.
blood.
Yeah, for like basically for her crimes. By this woman's mom.
No, she was. Oh yeah, she was. She was murdered. The assassination attempt came from Reina's mom.
Anadelia.
but Nobody knows that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's part of the secret history that no one in the world would know.
Yeah.
There's
Some
one man
crimes
that- there's-
are
there's-
executed properly. Thank
There's
God
like
that's
one
so
guy
hard
that
for
knows,
that.
but he's dead now.
No,
Yeah.
he's living on a farm.
No,
Wasn't
I was
his
talking
memory
about
also
Roman.
altered?
He's on a boat.
His
Uh,
memory was altered, so he doesn't know.
Kenneth, look at the chat, by the way.
But it's like, oh.
Or it's like,
Oh.
he knows she was murdered, but like he forgets the reason why.
Okay, well we'll avoid going down that dark rabbit hole then. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, we'll definitely stop Martlin.
Reina is
Martlin.
going to
Martlin.
and she'll gesture her hand towards Lumilia. Before Lumilia can take it, Oswandria is going to run up and hug her and say, "Thank you for everything you've done. That night at my birthday party, She shakes her head. I wasn't trying to get you into all of this, but you've opened my life to experiences I would have never had it not been for you.
Before I forget, Reina? Sorry. Belvia, talk to me.
She's going to nod and say, yeah, his ocular came to Galesong when he woke up. Amazing, isn't it?
No! It's terrifying!
Well, because it means the thing that was keeping him asleep is now in this world.
Gendawai walks among us again! Why am I the only one terrified?
The
Reina
rest of us worship him.
I more just don't understand the gravity.
is going to nod and say, yes. And before we can handle Gendawai, as long as she gestures at the fog, this is going. What's to stop him from coming back? This is my immediate issue. At which point,
Okay.
Oswandria is going to say to you, Lumilia, I'm gonna roll her a charisma die.
Okay.
The lower she rolls, the more awkwardly she says this. Okay.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
She's going to fumble for words and say, I know, we were briefly engaged and you fought an honor duel for me, but, I don't know, I will never stop thinking of you like a sister.
Aw.
Some very confusing ties. We are siblings, so that's okay. When this is all over and you come back to Ardor as an incredibly powerful wizard, I will be there to cheer for you.
Or Demon God.
She smiles. Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm
She
joking.
smiles, and then smile thins as she turns to Anderson, narrows her
I was gonna bonk Anderson on the back of the head.
I was joking.
Well, Lumilia, it's gonna be a shame to see you. Lumilia, it's gonna be a shame to see you leave, mostly because this group got, less competent.
Yes,
I mean, we can handle
thank you
anything,
so
Stadora.
much.
Reina is
I'll
going
give them the rest
to.
of the holy water, too.
Reina's going to take Lumilia's hand, gesture her other arm for Mechalor. Talia takes your hand, and Idera and Danda. And Reina's going to say, she's not dying. And she's going to begin casting teleport.
You don't know that.
I wonder if the thingy will teleport with us.
What part of taking her away because she's cursed by an ancient magic done by a bunch of evil cultists doesn't maybe warrant a goodbye here?
Yeah, but will it teleport with us?
Seriously, it's like you experience enough danger that you're just
don't
immune
get
to it.
all of those. Teleport is 6 seconds. It's how long.
No,
it
I'm
takes
mostly
to-
just like I'm just rambling. It's just like
Okay.
I'm like
It's like
I'm talking to the people that aren't teleported. It's like it's like
Listen, me and you, Stadora, like we can handle anything that comes
do you
up.
hang out with a god for 16 years fighting cultists and messing with people's brains so you can hide the dark truth of your magnate's daughter, like inure you to the idea of priorities? What the fuck is wrong with everybody?
So much.
Well, I was gonna pay attention to the tendrils
Also,
that are
Aussie, you
still
really
around the dome,
handled
by
the
the way.
fact that you really handled finding out that your grandma cursed you really well.
Phew. Lots of stuff is happening. Lots of things. So first of all, Dandith, Lumilia, Idera,
Bye.
Reina, Mechalor, Talia teleport out of the party.
Bye, everyone.
Oswandria, looking at Anderson, who got bonked, to Stradora, is going to then speak up and say, well, about the curse, coming to terms with my fiendish nature hasn't been easy, but I'm trying to fight less and learn more. At which point, more people are going to start leaving the courtyard, and she is going to turn and say, "Come, we've got a lot to do today."
That we do. And
Where's
does
the
Claude...
party heading? And we'll end here.
I guess either towards the inn or towards where... Do we have any leads where the woman
So
with the library
far,
would be?
Oh,
Well, no, we
yeah,
know where
you-
the library is.
Yeah, you guys can go meet with Bess. You know, she's staying in. I've got the notes on another sheet of paper. It's like the Flame Bringer's Hearth or something over there. She lives in a fancy area of town, and you know she got poisoned at her dinner. She's recovering. You guys want to go meet with Beth?
Yeah,
Squo?
like that terrible assassination attempt from that bitch.
Yeah. Besquo will give you guys leads on possibly cleansing Stormbreak, and we will pick up there next session. Oof. Okay, that is a lot of stuff that happened today.
The Mill has officially exited the campaign.
Got a lot done.
Yes, that was a pretty okay send off. I liked it.
I liked it.
I liked it. It was a nice send off.
Does everybody want to
Eventful.
share all the EXP they got from the shadows with the rest of the party?
I'm willing to.
Okay.
Sure.
So there were 8 of them, plus the 3. That's yeah, 1,100. So how many of you guys are there? Let's see.
5.
There's 6 that it gets divided amongst.
Curses. I tried.
I mean, I should technically include Asu, Andrea, and Idera in those, but I'm not going.
Alright, we'll consider like the 6
Yeah, I'm just
Somebody's,
gonna
like,
round
future
that
character.
to 200
She's ready.
EXP.
She's made.
Storyline EXP.
I was like, we haven't met her yet.
The mist is anchored to this world. It is what is causing the blur between the dimensions, and you guys have 20,000 anchor points to cleanse across
Anchor
the world.
points.
Good luck.
Welcome to Saga 2. It's just a fetch quest.
I feel like this is season 2 of like an anime they didn't expect to get a season 2. And it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, there's now 1,400 points that you're going to have to go throughout the thing. Good luck!
Well, fortunately, you guys aren't the only ones that are working on this.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah, but one of those groups is the scholars, so like...
Was there anything else relevant that happened tonight? Oh, Vilrier is back.
Feller's awake.
Felrear's awake and Claude.
Not a character
Talk to him!
I expected to have to roleplay tonight. I had to go look up his personality tab,
Do we get
and
XP for us getting engaged?
Do we get any
For
XP
who's
for
getting
Claw
engaged?
basically becoming the prophet of
being
Felrear?
I have a fiance.
That was during the session. I feel like we should get XP.
That happened before the session, beautiful. I will not give you. You cannot coerce me with your cuteness. How dare you?
We learned...
This bonus
we
XP
learned
means
both.
Marrying you.
We learned the... We
No.
learned about the myth, the legend, the terror, Ayla's Flatreb, and that she's Celia Bertolf, Alessandria's grandmother.
Sure, I'll give you guys EXP for that. Yeah.
We know where her body is, boys. We can talk to it.
So
Do
3
any
tips
of
of
us
story
being with
EXP
dead? Our
tonight?
cleric just walked away.
Well, I always knew the Bertolf
Our
family
clerics in order, boys.
was just
We can
a
do that
bunch of
too.
terrorists.
Can someone tell
Wait.
me how much total XP you'll have now?
All right. So for total tonight, 2,450 bonus experience, or for 2,450 experience, and beautiful. I'm gonna give you normal inspiration that you can use on the new character whenever they get introduced. Yeah, good stuff tonight. And we will. You know what? I'm gonna give Anderson inspiration too. I'm gonna give you just normal inspiration so we can get out of here. I kind of want to
I will take a
flirt
normal
with the lady
inspiration.
friend. All right.
The lady
thank
friend, you mean your fiance?
The fiance, I know, right? Thank you everybody for watching tonight. I really hope that you enjoyed the stream.
Can I get a minor XP for finding a little more about Marlin? Even in
Does the 2450, is that with the 200 or is that...
I'll give you guys minor EXP. Another, so in total tonight, whatever you had, you should be at you should get 2,550 in total for tonight. So if you added the last number, that was 100 more than you just had. So 2,550 for tonight.
Woo! Totally just leveled up.
The bonus EXP.
No, double check the math.
Wait, didn't you guys just level up
No,
to 10 last
no,
time?
he's
I'm
being
just-
facetious.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back next week with maybe the scholars. They play
Hopefully.
D&D sometimes.
Occasionally.